To one more drain, a share can. One more drain, a share can. Say, at the end of the year, the children man so to be in your son for so. Or search for Dr. Kwabena Nkrumah. Akosombo, oye. Tama, or the children Makuruno say, a way industrial area and tell you my for better now. Minya ho kwan call a sugar factory some time back. Now I realize Kwabena Nkrumah no ni swadi hu pa. Baby adwuma for the better no. School wo ho, hospital wo ho, post office wo ho, police station wo ho. Everything na adwuma for no be hia e de aye adwuma and that's what see ma omo na factory no we chiri baby. Nti bus e de moko factory a mo maku school, mo yere no so ko market. Ye pon a ye de wenu aba. Polytank kakraka enti enso hu enkomo atweda. Enso nkwa adwen, abribia enso wo ho. Eti Ghana, ne ye can beef. Inka ye fa no corner beef. Ye corner beef Ghana ha. Ni sambu fridge, Ghana fridge. Radio akasa no ma. Sanyu. Ni ye bi. Ni ye glass, ye no mu, ye do no mu eyi. Glass ni ye bi. Ni ye tie. Ye mpaboa. Ye bibia ye pebia. Sanka empanifo a fie kire bae no eto aso kakra anke ni bibia ye we. Look at all the natural resources. Ye nyani nyina bi na so hia yen amene ye sada yen sayem epe am for chew epa chana for chew chana for e ka ye demo no yentumi ntua na mbra no enti ye sremu mu I mean any wu dia ye dwene hu nyina ne power tumi ne ye benya na ne ye dwene apart from tumi no ye nwene o man ne put on ne nkankro ho oh yes ye nwene o man ne put on ne nkankro ho. All we think about is power. Emranti wa ye ni mu an mo ye ni mu within 4 or 5 years. Much in the sky e to dan e wo cantonment. Roman Ridge. Trasaco. Mo ye properties. We know. Sika mo nya wa hi. Mo nya sika no wa hi. Bebia mo sisi adan nkrofo ni mu. Mo nya mo se mo ye de asie. Pani bia tumi kasa esese pani nso ye bi si agyanom ne nananom aye ne sanka bedu ye so anka me no mienu ye ti hei enti de ye ne no ye bi say the next 10 15 20 30 40 years no daachi ben ye gyade ama ye ma ye nsuo ya sai no ye kwaye ya sai no ye nuane aye basa ye moral life nso eno so ya sai no enti ye namu sense adwo no discipline obi ade opa bia sanke agyanom ene agyanom aye ne saa anka duro bi no mienu so anka omba na anka omukọ ekodwiri kwaya ewo western region eye galamsey say opasa sanka wanka be du so amoyi bi anka omu say bremu a anka waduru so anka wo so wo ye bi ne omu say subonte pra ankobra ene wona ekeka ho a anka ne wo so aduru so anka wo kokotu ese no obi kan sen bi oya American ni wose ebeye ne yapa se IMF for ebema iska no so be so yasene upon all the natural resources we got including oil, gold, diamond, manganese, timber, oil, what have you, fertile land as a war and no see will be your human resources no share the oboka tell you and maba wa move fe ni die Ghana fo obi papa ye ka book a Ghana fo nim nyansa papa da Ghana fo nim book Ghana fo wo nim die na sense ye nya kanifo a wo mo dwehwe kan ti no nim die ni nyina na aka ko universities ahodo wo wiase nyina ko nyuma kwa kase wo wiase nyina say Ghana fo ni ho a wo mo play some key role I was saying nyuma kwa kase ni mu ana go and find out everywhere I will wiase anya Ghana ni na akoma Nigeria fo mo mo hu nsam na akoyi ma anya Ghana ni Nigeria for population say So Ghana ni ba kope actually ko change the face of rice production in Nigeria. And yet here. Obi won nimdie bi obabi, obi won investors bi obabi, obi won aboafo bi obetumi de won investment aba Ghana ha. Na wo ti ministry ho. Wo ti baby. Say wo je 10%. Wo ji wey answer nipa na be na adwuma. Na me de bi dwa kire ba na me be boa na say wo budget 10% ah. What do you mean? Me fa ma. No moko. Bo pesa me nkuminya. Pesa me nkuminya eni brenti. Investors e ba nyina abrenti e bi de nkrofo bi fi. I think it's Canada, yes. No so basis dan prefabricated buildings EB. Ah you hu no fefe for amanane no. Fufu se na be ya obi abetumi nya ba bi di na tiato. Ye twetwa manam sa bribe say mo am 10% enye se ya na nkrofo say mo fam mo man. Ye so de yansa na enim de ekọ. Ene sika. Ene akosi sagreme ene gu ho. Ena da ne boso. Ye nya ba bi na, enya ba bi fa yenti nto. E sora no pa. Na I na make say yen centurefo ye ka ho na Ghana du ba bi edure sense yen ka no kure du ba bi a yen pastor de ye minister ye yen pastor de ye aban bi ye no enye na so ne ye kofa so ese tumi nya kokodro ne ye ka sense nipa dodo no yen ene ye wo mu a woni bi no ano yen ne supervise amampani aso ye ne ye hwe so parliament ye ne ye hwe so judiciary ye ne ye hwe so yen centurefo da ubofo. It is a be adwuma yi a nobody. We hold everybody accountable say basta we na ka so be ye untumi nya ye we necessary we ye yen kataso mamu aso bia achibota forest is asina chicha ye no e wasam akoko sisai obi aka na no atum because bia bibi kakra ko obi boto mu nti no e say nwa obi aka na no atum obi ankasa achibota forest obi ankasa bio. You understand? It's a leaders then free way. When we hear don't pay because when we hear in such a for what told one obi to be in kasa. You to be in Juma by your dear mama and a conanim. San command gun and such a for any could can say, a baby or baby, I bet checking ye. I'm telling you, I can't quarter dada. Because same her last week. Say, oh my Ghana. And you might call me and say, be pet. No fine, say, you know. Tuani sika bi esan komo de ma Ghana san ke san kase sika na anka IMF yenko bi da na msa asam na beba enwuma ko mienu pe o adwuma a wo ye no eto osese obutua ma Ghana ye chefa ewo mu no sanka wo de ma yen a anka IMF sika ya hempo say 3 billion ebi 18 billion o ebi 9 billion o ebi 16 billion o sika no e Ghana dia pela no afibia sika so de ma yen no now some kura bi pesa min kuminya nti no eso mo maye 18 billion a no afa chire akwaji 2 billion na nkrofo no ade 3 to 1 billion bi abeto baby no mo de 15 billion no come back to mo man ebe den sika sabon pro ebe den enti obana so nya ayi 50 bond do ba ko de mo bi a no aka na no atum won kasa na oman ne mem na ya natural resources e setu nya so mfaso no na nkrofo be fa no mo de ko no mo de ko na yesu hia na asan ko mo nchen ko kaso ma ebesia. I read something etisi ansori en kasa sabre ya etamu kama obi aba do pe bia de bedu sabre no ebe me ya ebia na mo pension bitumi nya brain kasa sei bitumi nya kwan kasa sei na fei hu sa na echirema na eba no omodra chi nyina kokko eba sa ebra so se uba pesa ne mani nyina uba na ka be di photo bi kire mu ba nya de next week meye uba mia wani ama oman na boka uba nya kodura ka se me na me MD me na me CEO me na me wei me na me board chairman me na me wei ntino BBS se ebo man nche sanka 18 billion cedis 80 billion dollars cedis dollars sanka sankrofo no yen de 80 billion no kra komo ma ye 15.3 billion kwa yankenya hwe de ye de o sika na nyes o mo de o yen chefa wo mu bisi nyuma ko mienu pe akiye ni hia da nanso esan nipa bi panifo bi nti panifo kakra bi nti sika ni nyina hwere yen o mu nyomo de a na mu sisi adan kese hwe uchi mu tan ubewu na ka mu se dia wo ye ne man millions of people enya dwani ni for nya baby for mutinto esa na wo kwa no ma wo yenti no bobu ho akonta da achi bi man yesa wo pede go ma homa pegu ma wo na obebu akonta na obebu no obadwene obenu ho anso no na too late nti de mo wia no mo famra ye fa chichiro man no si anya ne saa asem kese baba be say enyuma ko mienu omusika eto ese omutua magana so omutua ya anka ya mafi ye nkoda anka ye kora be ma man bebesia anka besisi adan anka betu development akesa am ye ni yesu benya so mfa so but individual selfish interest intino he say ni nyina boye we wait to see ena no pe be din komo na mo me fa seda e ma special ice nsuo ensukuru gin amansa nyina gya to me de bia me ka say so de ko ye mu no enu nipadua no mu no ena kire nipa ban awo ye enti sansuo we eni ho agro be etu free ye ene be bia processes e fa mu asere be go to awo mu no be kan wasam kire ba wonwa eye korogin so ba kan say about 48% of nsuo ye no mu no eye contaminated with this kind of jamana enti typhoid be ba no dodo no aye nsuo aye no enti be serew de what to am de osa share mu special ice nsuo na mekan de what to ne sa share mu nyina no ni nyina pepepe enti be serew so o pensuo no mu a kotobi ebeboa de osa share mu and de what to mu afei aba fresh special tangerine we de say tangerine aye de ya na ye de ya nane no ene ya so ne so kama de agum de papa ene ya say cocktail na chele pa na sa oba oh come on jai enya sam kutwa kra this chocolate drink and the coffee drink dey my we feed that say this one man na me say what tea e wi ase ampa and I need fufu mo apesa nkwan bi hye ho meyi meko no na aye yi kama na makami fufu si manum na aye krado obana me ti fifiri fefefe me na medim fufu mi kom ba bi tintim bi ene ba bi abio enyuma koi omo bo aye pa am the critical issue abramo enti nsema me kan no tena se na dwene ho yi se wo ye pani na wo ye sa dwene wo daache ho dwene ho se nyankopon bi hye soro a o hwe de wo ye ni nyina se wo nso na wo ni mu nipa na o ye sa ne ma na ho tumi nka wo nso dwene ho se daache bi de na no so asiti dua beba no wo nue ana o ye sa dwene na so tumi nya kokoduro nka no kore wo se obi ya de bi enye maybe ana mo oban bi ana mo otu enye enti enyi na betumi asori akasa tia na se ye din a yesi de nam no so asiti dua beba no wonue ye twen ho beba abudwafo ba ma ye di nkomo ne ahwe de si wo Nigeria hu sam se betumi so bi de firimu ana yisisi ye omde koyi a ye be pene ye mpene Ghana card obetumi ade aye ontumi fa Ghana card enye ade na ma nipa bi nyina ma obi hu sam bebre ye beka no so wasam ne abi say ho questions ahodo bebre say o man hefa eneko we are in a critical situation and condition because according to finance minister no says sika no yensan kabi at the end of this month or man the economy will crash. Why? It be this uncommon no any come out of be bring ye ye basisi ya. Agya adishima ma edam asibio se munya bere twan ye amanfo the messages bebre ba ja obukra wo ka ho bi mo ka ho bi bubu adwumakuo ni din na ye hunu adwumakuo nu na ye amanfo no nso ye nsore ne ye ne omo nko menu anya bokyere wate enche ibeja to se bam na omo atachi nyina so ebehu mu nyina makoma de hu se nipa bi amam boyfo ene wo Ghana ha omo pese be ko yenim esi get rid of those people na ye beka no a ye bo man no do no ye mo man ko na nim ti mensuru abiripa mu no ehun sem beba wate medase enna no pay ye bedi nkomo na ye nkomo a ye bedi no efa nsema do bebre se na medikan aka no na ansa na no owura benan abeku atha anopa me ma wache wodi birthday no wo ka kire me so mi refi enti wo de fa kire me pa menim se wo de acha me kura da why I beg of you pa Mr. Fachemi na mom enne eye Apostle Irene mamalistic mama sana wabudi ni tiano no our Mountains of Deliverance Church International I work with Shimai J Love Junction enti Apostle Irene aka mamalistic mama Mountain of Deliverance Church International I work with Shimai J Love Junction and there wawoda ebusuafo nyina asem cancel show ma happy birthday from Sheila Ifua and afi womo aka ne ebusuafo nyina Lenas omunyina eka ho bi enti mamalistic and pay a very good morning and happy birthday to you sanso na Awa Muhammad and there wawoda Ifua men sansa cancel say or wish you all the best na mo hya no so say waye achede soruku bi a wode be chawo present no wode brew enti wo twen wo man location no no ade aba wode ban so a na fe wo be party no so a make sure say wo ma jollof bi su e wase Ghana jollof bi su wase say if we no more desa who is that Awa Muhammad okay we shall see enti information no play good morning pa na me dey ma one anope na ene ba ku bia betom sisi ama me hwese metumi aya Eric Nana Agyeman Prempe Director General Nadumo ene eye wawoda na Bonti Benjamin Semen Kanchro say o happy birthday Nana ye mia me nipa Nana ye mia madamfo Nana Agyeman Prempe o ye mia madamfo pa me bra pa buhwani pa te pa ma hene de ne hye me so on hwe me so na so wa yi mi ama enti Nana Agyeman Prempe no pay wa yi mi ama me yi mi ma wate na me ne wa onye Director General Nadumo ano pay na happy birthday if you busuafo ni nyina ho if you ene be ko chebi if ya be ko chebi lawyer Kwame Boaten echampom lawyer Kwame Boaten echampom ono na echebi abusua pani ne papa da fam nti ene ifiri ha ekochebi na yakokuja ye na nabe makwan kra nti chebi fo nyina mo ntwen ye beba sanso be ko amoaman hene ono so ne mame ye ne dotiye nti enyasem kuma kra amoaman amoaman hema nti nana wo so no pay nana Agyeman Boaten so be ma hyedin pa menum se niema ebe yi kakra why be yi pa ka kuma to yam and the way ya wa ma min wuye no achu Christian achu yo and then so abranti a bobo ni ba ko a ni wo na hye pa achu enne yedi na wotweda enti atwobuhwe ni nyina so ma wo hwede Ghana fo nyina be nyina wo hwede oye bobo ni na mpeda sempa no hodwo na torenche mesi wo Turkey no na atwofa mu ahwede nkwa enti atwobuhwe nyinara ma wo hwede enti na wotweda no ewo ni fie ho omo ebuhwe fie ho enti monso obia enkoboa na yemfa eni ni na wotweda no sanse ohyego a ye nyina hey na ni jaba fie ama nipa 30 million no ye nyina abufu mpo na ho a na ni jaba nti sana ye beye no why nti ye na no pay se medi kan ye no ye wuraba bi birthday na pese mehwe na ka meka ho asem ansana mama ye friend no oba paboadiwa ene na woda ai ti man happy birthday Tuesday Monday on the 6th ene na woda ti oba paboadiwa baby a wo bia no happy birthday in advance. Okay, anopai the obekame sa e wo fie ha Ojiamai Honorable Ojiamai Clement Wilkinson Gan West Aban Krachi where ye action boy or say on the gateway to Accra ufi Bruno ufi Ahafo ufi North ufi Ashanti ufi naso back rapper of far main road there I saw by GK on Chansa and so what to na Kwaba. Yes sir.
Now what you say?
I do more.
I do my body need here. Musu so far. Se si awon se me buy key man fam.
Fucking number.
But who ba no do some part to boase. Because e kwan dey biom. Is that no pay my biom key no any ha. To be out ba no to boase.
Free flow.
Free flow.
Okay. When is apa. Honorable and no pay me say ye share yon komo twetwe na se. Na me pese ye hwe ade bi edikan ansa I didn't so say we enke topic no but pese di wuram kakra ye ka beautification of a city flowers ka ho pa wo hwe ya kwan acting pa ho de N1 N2 N3 N4 ni nyina na enfifi no enke se wira e wo ho flowers bi o ye nim ha ya akra no idu de flowers bi du abofu a wo fie e kwa do flowers wo enfinfin but say no I say ni nyina sa hyew se ye hyeda ne etwa gu odu abofu traffic light na so ofia na so sane the Georgia motors enim ho na no so mo hyeda no nkotwitwa ye o say ye dan yo minim ade na sese ye na Ghana ye so ye ho ye fe kakra ma me nka ne sa
okay
o ya kwa ho
Kwabena anope e betia ye tiefo nyina ne yahwefo na mechia o mapani na na do danko akufo ado eda nyame ase se nyemre so no 66 years abeto ye nyina nyame ya adoma echina ejuada ye be kwa celebrate wo voter region nti ye manayiko afi mia me brother penin IGP se me hwe ne modern bo a wo bo Ghana ha
Dr. Akufu Dampare onam hodi
obo etuma nkasa
of course
se odu police headquarters ya na no madam for bi efi America ba ya me ni du o se o ma sesa o ma si dan fo fra na
dada no na wa
dada no na wo hwese no wo siesie ho na wo hwe ne normal wo ye hwe oni me say Christmas na etwa mu no accident free o ye share ni so Christmas ye etwa mu
ya shedan Greater Accra ha
because of the police for feasibility no into police the driver ni be driver a okonne nim kakra police gina ho okonne nim kakra police gina ho enti ma ya kwan so jojo no etimi ye adwuma na we nyina so ye na adwuma pa oyeye nti IGP de e bona baso ya me ye hwe ni normal hodo a wo ye any innovations normal hodo a wo ye no a na je say wo ye key person to the society
we dey asemo kementwa wanumpo na yi ba kwa wa ya me feye pa ne police television no de aba no
correct
police television tin say no wo fie kura na you at least know the police for year education because so o mutumi ma ofie me kan kire o mutumi modwan me kan kire na so no o mu TV no o hwe police TV na ubenya say the police tie because wo mu ye nua no wo mu ye nanfofo ye no mu nyina nti I think say he's doing
waye adwuma
yes
waye adwuma na kaka me kan ho ne say onko so a election 2024 ye baba ye sisi ya no obi anka na kuma ntu ne yem menim say Dr. Akufu Dampare na adwuma pa wo ye eni ba bia wadu sisi ya no enya de obedi Ghana hwamo ena ma politician bia nso emfa ne ho emfa ne say obe yusu no wakwan bi so a enye oye na adwuma enya no no enye na adwuma ne se ne say na se obeti ne say obi se wo ha obi se yekofa ne vice president wa ha obi se yekofa omunyai ka Dampare person oye na adwuma ne so Ghana fo ani yes nti na adwuma oye ne de afemia me apostle Nyamiche Church of Pentecost ayi ono na ye chairman na odi anim odi asoro no koyie pa afi onim Ghana ha MMDC is no me de me kasa ma obi a me kan say me mo mayi ko ni adwuma pa o maye ani enoma hodo a omo ye na Agya Kwabena onim say this time around 6 March no data ka ye de ne ye abom
regional
ni na all 29 MMDCs ni na ye no watama yen regional minister and odi anim be na wotwe nie ye siesie tema nti me kan be sisu say na wo ka beautification of the city na udu tema baby a ye siesie na ye prapra ho no Agya Kwabena na nkan say na ye prapra ho because ho no mo na nkan say nya nnua bi a flowers bi wase unam kura na wo bra na nka watena baby na waje wa home but here is the case say edu time ye be bibia baby say green grass egunu na koye pure water rubbers
Mameka Dansoman ufi Dansoman Dansoman police station ho a enfifi ho no on say ho so na flowers na ho that could be a glass na ho miduru ho a man say wo mu a prapra bio a man a wo mu si prapra ho no o mo de aso o mo adwiri nyina nti se anwea nse say anka anwea flowers no ebe cover anwea so ma anwea no e maka akwan no no wo mo adwiri esere ni nyina nti se so no to ya na anwea no kwan no mu straight
but Agya Kwabena Ghana ha ye de adwuma hye nkofo bi nsa e mo ye adwuma ne basa me pese me bisa say Ministry of Lands and Forestry Parks and Gardens for Esho Maseno sa department no omo hu so omo ye adwuma omo hwe omo nam kromu a ye mpanimfo omo hu se sa department no obi ti ho
no mo ho de
omo ti ase omo ho odu ewak baby a asodan yo manfa asodan yi wo aye so mo office ho ne wo
okay
they are there omo ngasa omo yade ni mu kra yade ne wo ho enti but Ghana no yemfa green grass nyehwe say na no ye betena ye debate say Jubilee House ya fa managing directors omo ye green grass ho adwuma a important aspect of human life say one kasa wo fie kra no e say otimi dua enua glasses green grass ni sa no mani nyina uko obi fie say de bia meka no ade wa ye no ho ane so wato ho nyina ties woni portion bi a wodua ba kokra sim enti so uhwe ye kwan ayeye wo de ma more example from Pokwase to Awoshin Ablekuma ye kwan yi mfimfini nko a be 10 feet or me find say 5 meters which is about 15 feet omu dua glass wo so nyina na me de me nwane say so omu ye ade nso na omu ma contract say obi nia grass na nipa ne dua grass ne so wie a ye ne obi a wo hwe so bosumi so na Parks and Gardens edumayefo ho ne etu omoka onim say me district say Parks and Gardens ya post ebi no ba ho omo ye under Parks and Gardens but wo de bra ye hanka say district ye fi ho na hwe say glasses ne normal it is say ye hu faso bia e wo Agya Kwabena ye wo kan ya wo say enka ye topic yi I mean ye say de hu faso bia wo so green de ye yempe adenti onyankopon the forest a che ye ntino ehu hia ye ni wo se den yi o but uko ba bia ye ka say ye dua nua yi Agya Kwabena tena bra and I'm Monday Bram district. Me say that me and me dua mako 5. And I say me me fatu me so say me gusunsu. Asem we ko fa asem aba. Agya Kwabena abia behwe. Udu ho a na ma o camera am na me hwe say we can see ni dua na odua ye no. Ni die 5 no enyi adusen. Me ni me regional minister. Ene ye dua ye o. And then me gusu me say me yes adie we na de bia me du ho a me dia kai regional minister because eda ye tree planting no oba me ho no edwuma ye di ye no de bia me guso nti se nipa bia o container nim o store nim o fie nim wo 100 feet 70 feet land adenti na wo nua mako be 4 e wo fie nim na wo de o so na pa bia na wo twu bia wo de guso Agya Kwabena Ghana nga ye nya green uko Kenya ade ba ko om de chen yen e ye se wo fa omo road bia wo be fa so bia no enua nko a. So where are we? Parks and Gardens. They should wake up because me. Edu baby are not almost starting concrete. Edu baby are assassin kwe home. Ni ye we nya waka kwan so nyina ewia. Ye gu bitumen, ye gu asphalt. kakra na aka nso a near the concrete afaso
na say ye kwa na say ba from aboni na ye be ho me da say ye nsan so asan ka Mohammed Tofik Adamu or lecturer Department of Communication Studies University of Professional Studies Accra UPSA wo menchen e wa ha Dr. Kwaba mama doctor Accra bibi aboko yo the radiance say wa be kayensa enne mama doctor by for super umpu my doctor we aha enti na no e wo ho na eno achi so abedwafo ba ko asan be kamensa Adib Sani was security and intelligence analyst ye ka bambo ene say ye die ne tu fam hwe nipa bonfo na muntu no makọ na abedri a wa bin wo mu papa wono so abekamensa e wa ha Adib me hu wache
sure sir me tu kwan kakra
aha utu kwan be pere me hu utu kwan be pere me hu no wa shepe ai akwaba
yeah
okay we dey mama sense me mra so na ye hwe Mohammed Ghana enya 60 years say 66 years say di pan ke ko pension 6 years ni yes we celebrate Independence Day. Are we truly independent? And celebration we Omamba mpuna omo koye independence one police omo mundi African countries is it Mozambique and Tanzania omo man penny say one penny emo mo nye na mo no sa da na independent day no omo de beye communal labor omo de beye communal labor e de apropra kro sa na oye no enti sa 6 March da bia na yakosalutu na yakwaba sa 66 years e fa so bia baso
Ija
yes sir
first of all mezi ndase kase mezi mom na UTV me senso me ndase kase me zama me colleagues a ya batna ya badunjun oman no asem ena ndase kase on koma yani etifo a ofia once we say programming independence nani celebration well Eja first of all I'm start with Tanzania on asem there was a Wednesday, they are going to do a cleanup exercise. That cleanup exercise itself is part of a celebration because so kada one independence one Warinzi and what they are going to do is to clean the country or the cities up. It's itself a commemoration. It's a way of celebrating or honoring one Dawinya one founds. It depends on Mesa Epede. Anan, you understand. For them, they think they want to cut every wasteful expenditure. Now, where something different. It's all good. Yen Ghana, yen aboko simma. Personally, I don't see anything wrong with the fact that here is the independence. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. But what is important in there, you have to make sure that you sika say, and especially at this time, there's the need for us. You have to cut in expenditure. Na nyama. At the end of the day, we will be able to account for it. Very economical. For us. I think that's how we need to do it. Them sikase na no party akasa na them ni no it doesn't make sense, especially at this point in time.
Okay. Yensaka His Excellency Sampi Yali wono enkane Ghana bana musinia wo India memu wono so ababeka yensa endi sama yuku no odi makotepa and a professional forum endi sama yuku no wono so na oda wo mo ano example you and so ababa coming so fear your excellency akwaba
Yeah.
and then what should that address papa and this yankasapa.
Well, there's a reason for that. A member of the professionals forum, he died 2 weeks after Anna Yerususu. And no, that's why I'm a bit late. I have to go to the family house to go and commiserate with them. Mr. Awuku, wherever you are, please rest in peace with your wife. And Ochina Susu, NDC professional forum will be 6 years. No, 5 years. The next, 2023. The pandemic to women.
Who are family? Greet me first.
And I will flow with you and you can one of your Panama once a matter. Tonight is the anniversary. Now I want to take this opportunity to thank all members of the NDC Professional Forum who have decided that no matter what it is, they'll put their resources, experience at the disposal of the NDC so that we give some qualitative leadership. We're talking about people like Dr. Jewapia, Wankasa Wofa Jewapia. We're talking about Dr. Eric Hudu Hajato. We're talking about Ray Anamu. I mean, very seasoned public administrators, medical practitioners, lawyers, doctors. So I congratulate all of you on the hard work you have done for the party NDC. Thank you very much.
And yes, one way see the message shall say so. Hey, Sabri, maybe a year way. And say, you see, baby, the independent anniversary 66 years as for mine. When you feel a man, you say, and then, or mine, no, you put your name can call. So 66 years here, I say, yes, just a fine. Would you say? In reality, no, maybe I can see a drone. I can see a trouble be a way cry, and answer be a way, Anna, as a fantastic yet. And as I say, you so who be here say, your course, a fine book, Jow, baby, say the anniversary or bra. Yabaka is custom be, is custom, you know. I can bet you before B. I dare see parade, and BBIN and Emwana.
Now, I very much agree with my brother. There, in Ghana is 65 years. It is a human being and here for retirement. Here for retirement, and you're 6 years account, you are pensioners. So at this time, you know, we should not be talking about debt exchange. We should not be talking about all the problems we have as a country. Because any other countries now, in your independence. Even if you look at Malaysia, in your independence, now they have gone far ahead of us. So at 65, what I thought our leaders were going to say is, let us sit down. All political parties, let us sit down. Now, young Kwankura, Yadiba Faswa, or my Yabasano, even before you get to 70. Because with the 70 years, they're not just say, oh yeah, I want to. So look at the leadership we have. Look at the apart from parliament, young people are even coming there. If you look at political leadership of the NDC and NPP, especially the NPP, if you take 3 of your ministers, it's over 100 years, 1,000 years. 3 of our leaders at 1,000 years. So this is the time, Manka. It's not scenario say no. No mind in the area kui NDC MPP and now cool function and cool and is this where we want to go? I thought this was a time for reflection, you know. And then from what I've seen, Master flag ting President Baba we go as some of can say happy anniversary, nothing else. Is that come you need be a big support here. You have say anniversary yedi they celebrate. So they mention they are not a year very important to us as a country. They say after independence we'll be able to be independent, but to become a republic is the best is the best form of democracy you can attain. Republic, because I don't know when you say obiase there are several countries that independent, other countries, I say Canada and the rest, you know. But once you become a republic, you know, just one kasa who coat of arms, one kasa who commander in chief of Ghana, the armed forces. You understand? You call in United Nations, you go as a state. And you know, you are watching. You celebrate, and you celebrate independence. Independence so asama omampania wono je independence ma ye no asama o kan ye no ye nhu adwuma eje ko wuti dem kan asama Kwame Nkrumah ka kire ye on the eve of independence and he said we are a black country, we are capable of doing things for ourselves. We will not allow any state say obey so get that objective no and ye dey ho. And he also warned us, say, media yaji independence na mo hwe ye. Sa abrofo na omo kono, wo collaborators wo Africa. Are you following what I'm saying? And that is why even for our Republican Day no, I was surprised. I was very surprised.
Republican Day
no. I was very surprised. Only to hear later on he said the president was joining the Francophone. Chief, when Africa crisis in world politics, you know, geopolitics of West Africa, the geopolitics of West Africa, we had the British, the Portuguese, the French for Kakrebi, Onupomba, Togo, Germans. English. So we fell under the Commonwealth. We have nothing to do with the Francophone. And I don't know what we are going to gain by joining the French. Because under the French system, no, Ghana, Uni Bank of Ghana. Almost Kenya, Echo, France. France approved of their ministers. So when the president says we are joining Francophonia, does it fit with the original aims of our independence? So, I'm saying you could do insurance fee. Now you're done. You call reverse. Now we are on the reverse pedal. Aside from that, you're African bank, you're African military force. Say you say yeah. And you know IMF. IMF you for that. So for me, if you want my initial statement on the independence now, I thought the president would have been humble enough to acknowledge, say, where we are now. In fact, I just come down.
Kamamba nko ho no kran ko yes your parade.
And who in here? Tanzania. Is it Tanzania? They said they are using that to clean up the city, their cities. And that is more useful. What I say, in Kenya, university for a beer, the chrome, yes. What that open and then after 6 o'clock, you can't use more academy. I did a call who you can after 6 o'clock. A debut never come you.
Okay.
Chief, what would you know? Where you more here and son wife more fatter. I follow what I'm saying. You can be a Mayday. You can be a hey, we had to know you send 10 million. I can't Ghana at 50. Is it Ghana at 50 or Ghana at 60? You know, a Kwabena 60 million. Don't from Ghana 60. You basically library. You basically
Ghana 50.
Yes, Ghana 50. What can I say? On be a rest stop from Accra to Kumasi, Tamale into Okona, baby, a Bejina, and Eddie, Agya, and 9 Johnson, and as for baby. But when Ufi Accra, Haiku Kumasia, so rest stop, I who in a individual private rest stop.
And you know, as I'm Nika Kaka, I don't make sure that my bread gonna sound from my bread. You understand? Because you won't be a Yeroko. In the year 80, you default on an international loan obligations. Very serious. Say a default an international year will downgrade you there. You are unable to pay. And work at the restricted debtor. Okay? So now your cover is your insurance. Your cover is your insurance. because Omanu no adike don't tumtia. So there's no sovereign cover. Are you getting it? So insurance no so ebia na Ghana ebia de me fan the airport. Yen good assets be and ye dey insure there say yen tumuntia. Yeah, that wabafa. Man paying and China that one capital. I don't go
Exactly. That's forgiveness.
Actually, that China why debt forgiveness. China will take up your assets.
So my be what African countries.
Zambia, Sri Lanka, the latest one move fire, one port. One Sri Lanka have one port.
Those issues are quite different from the IMF way. I think we have to be very careful not to mix the issues together.
I'm not talking about IMF. I'm talking about default of Chinese loans.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay. Absolutely.
That's what I
right.
talked.
Okay, that's absolutely right. Those were defaulters of Chinese loans, not the IMF.
Yeah. You know, I didn't say that. Did I say that? Let me say, you default our international obligations. And now, Omanpeni, Aqua China, so Kapacho. Did you hear what the German ambassador told you?
David Claw. I say, cut down the size of your government.
First. Now, and I pay me both your badges come up with a quarter of maybe. No, I'm with 3-piece. If you mean, Carla, if you want to come a Cadillac, no, so. No, some badge, Bossa. And we, Kajakojo, you're Casa. Why the man? You really are not as na ye. Today, you living. We are why ye. But what you are doing, all the haircut or whatever it is for just $3 billion. What $3 billion, you know? And so, what can we be 1 year? Some of your debtors know. What is $3 billion? Not my China 1.5 billion now because it's due.
And you see who no. And it's a cabotino.
It's due. China for Chicano. And Simuno, I due. And as a cabotin so I due. And to which 1.8 in a call international accounts. God. Now you have wages and salaries are every month you have to pay. Every month you have to pay salaries.
But those are paid from the IGF. Our salaries we don't go for loans to pay for
the past 4 years. For the past 3 years.
Respectfully say, we are try as much as possible to educate the public. So we have to be very careful, you know.
Chief, I put it to you for the last 2 years. We have been borrowing money to pay salaries.
I don't know any this.
Yes, so don't disagree with me.
I don't know because
the fact that you don't know.
I don't know because it is not on any official record that government.
What is on official record?
What we do know on record, near there, our salaries. I'm a public sector worker, and so I can say where my salaries are coming from, and I'm saying that our salaries are paid from the IGF, the internally generated funds that government
from your institution.
No. I mean from government generated funds. Yes, of course. Government does not go.
Government.
I know in our history.
I think I have the floor.
Yes.
But let me do the clarification. Okay, fine.
2020 budget, 2021 budget, 2023 budget. We have been running deficit.
And I'm saying that you see, you are addressing a specific issue.
Wait.
Chief, I have been in public service for over 30 years, and I know what I'm talking about. I am saying that for 2021, 2020, but even not going back, 2021, 2022, 2028, we have been running deficit. Our tax generation is far below our expenditure. Income far below. So what I say? The point I was making is say 3 billion now. We are not going to stop paying salaries, are we?
No.
And have we accumulated enough salary? Friends say, Sika, you bet me a salary right now. And I'm telling you, sir, Say, for the past, if you look at the budget now, one man has in remunerations, higher interest. At the idea, 3 things. We pay salaries, we pay interest on our loans, amortization. So much. Now we don't even do capital expenditures. People go to the ministry. It's your salary now. Also in the public sector. See, company that more investment. So this is the situation we face as a country.
Honorable, Your Excellency, you are confusing the issues. I think you are confusing the issues respectfully, because up till now exactly asama epede eka, because the issue is about salaries and we need to maintain Eja please.
Maybe so
the truth of our situation is that when you were speaking, I kept quiet.
But you came in and
that is the decorum of this program. You understand? This is the decorum of this program, sir. Obi Kanasama, you have paper, right?
Yeah,
right? And I do not want to go just rough with you.
Okay.
Because if you say I am misleading the public or something now, it's their offensive language.
Of course.
And that I'm not misleading.
No.
I am saying say.
What can say that's the truth for who basis our original swakasa and also the one sama ba say way and the mimigina so they can say and yes and but what can say that's the truth. That's the truth for be my arguing. And Your Excellency
I am saying say
yamra also because if you make Google man budget in 2020 2020 2021 2022 deficit no you bet me ahwede
it is a kojisi 3 billion.
Okay.
Is that come now? A day na investment in the yedi beya ebetumi awo infason am yedi atuas e ka no
because can ni nyina baba in borg and say
everybody trenches
okay.
Is that come now? IMF sikano enye grant o enye loan and it's going to be added to our debt stock. All that this government is doing is young IMF so that we can have breathing space. Breathing space to do what? To borrow more.
That's true.
No, so
that's true.
To borrow more. So if it's the question of borrowing now, where are we ending? By now, a serious government would have done a Marshall Plan. You say we don't give you suggestions, but today we have been giving you so many.
Free consultancy.
Free consultancy. You do a Marshall Plan. Say, at least we can arrest food inflation. Who say your problem with food inflation can very high. So at least we should arrest food inflation. What do we do? Put catalysts on the ground. Do a program, not the planting for food and jobs, which ended up in planting for signboards. So that within the next 6 months, there will be enough food in the basket. All right? That would reduce the cost of living. Then you also look at certain expenses. You don't come and tell me, so you 30%. You don't tell me how much of that have you accrued. If you say, so what is Crawford salary 30%? Oh, over the last year, Matitin Crawford Sika, now Akase, you say Yenya, and I what? You are taking COVID levy.
That's true.
COVID levy. Which part of the world is charging people for being sick?
Say ahochire na aba.
Ahochire be na ba ye. COVID no there. I'm not sure say you want to copy their what they are saying. Unim say COVID ye nyasika 21 billion. Unim sa?
Billion.
Ye nyabi kra me dey be here baseline studies. Are you following me? We were also defrauded at our airport.
Yeah.
Are you following me? Say, Ghana, New Ghana, me name ba Ghana. Me need $150 and me $20 or some with that airport for 14 days. And you saw it. You saw it. This country does not belong to NDC. It does not belong to NPP. it belongs to us. It's only us who can develop it. This one I always tell you. You know, so I put my political colors aside and I said, so one more year, dear, last time I said, we catch you somewhere without your knowledge. I went to his constituency because you were here bragging. I said, look, let me drag to
Are you still using the word bragging?
You know, so I decided, let me prove it. Are you following? When I went to Amasaman, the first person I asked was an Okada driver. Okada driver, because I knew one politics and fun. And also MC and Wayade Kakrapa. Then I asked a taxi driver. And that's why I was bold to come on air to say, sir, you are doing well. Didn't I?
You did. But you are still using the bragging. I'm not bragging.
Also, Jijawa.
So, Agya Kwabena.
Yes, sir.
If they asked me from my experience and other things now, this celebration is 65 years. You're needing enough. Also, you're trying to all right?
Thank you.
Because celebrations are The more we do it, the more we deviate from our objectives.
Thank you.
Okay, me that say. Mama chance. Sunny, also maybe saw the same question. 66 years, no. So as a celebration, as a celebrity, and Quebec to me, I be before B. I'm now because this year they call North, and they call Tamale. That was 3 years ago. I'm cover here. And at this time around, you call voter, no voter for so, and the feel of the national celebration. So no so ayo kwambiso bibia airborne kakra na yana so for san nkese say you celebrate because there's nothing to celebrate.
Yo, that's say. Feel Ghanaians pe enu na eye pocket feel no. Enye drumming and dancing feel. Because young bisa your questions be because reggae song we will almost say, do you want to be a well-fed slave or a hungry free man?
Yes.
And underpinning your independence, whether indeed we want to be under the colonial administration and our independence. And we can compare it to that saying, no. After yambisa fundamental questions, you know, Jacob now. After 66 years, can we confidently say, yeah, independent?
Are we not?
You see, Ghana beyond aid. Is it possible? You bet me I win from international finances, no, such that without them I am to mean survive even for a week. And one more thing, IMF said His Excellency Kai, you know, and I think it is important since you're educating, IMF enye enu na ebe solve your problems, you know. IMF bailout, you know. In other words, ebe make you feel good and I look good. So you bet to me source other, you know, funds from elsewhere. So make no mistake into thinking, say, IMF no enu na ebe solve BBR. Secondly, without IMF, World Bank, any idea, can we survive as a country? What happened to our common currency, you know, ECHO? Why? Because Ebimu Omuntiha, they are elsewhere, far from us, are almost calling the shots. So can you, with that in mind, confidently say, you are an independent country? What do you mean by
saying, say, Ebimu Enti and Chomo far?
Nim says, ECHO no. Its inability to see the light of day. Yeah, because Ebimu in some advanced economies made the decision to say, okay, you know, the gold reserves, Ebimu still almost your colonial taxes. So can you confidently say we are an independent country, you bet me make your own decisions? Still, you're counting on International Monetary Fund and others to determine the way you do Sika. structures, you know, the way we structure it on the ground, where to put money, where not to put money, and all that, and you call yourself an independent state, there be, I think at the here pa ewo Ghana, enu na factory reset. Then reset here, you know, especially the state of mind. And me wa another question. Anka Abrofu Omuwo Ghana and will some level of influence to say South Africa. Anka, would Ghana be where it is today? You see, so there were fundamental issues that needs to be addressed. They be about size of government, you know, other expenses to say ex gratia, any other. Minimum be or survey Ghana for about 30 years or the about 35,000 coffee. 35,000 cities coffee.
Teacher Nibia or baby Tema. That's me by 5 years ago, and now so-called retirement or the 35,000. No, was some 32 years as a teacher.
Can you imagine? Meanwhile, Obi Beba, because of Nipatinti, SS leaver, first degree holder, after 4 years or the coffee. You know, why does it have to be so? So, in my honest opinion, I think, sir, every Independence Day and our commemoration day should be a period for sober reflection. Then reflect how far we have come as a country. What are the fundamental issues? And devoid of politics. Devoid of politics. Because any government that is in place, and your government for NDC and our MPP, okay, even though, oh yeah, the Honorable MC, he's not an MC for NDC. They be all of the people that come under the jurisdiction and put in place the right structures. So, you better me develop it on my own. And I have a very important question. With trajectory economy, can things change in this country? You better me develop it to say Malaysia, Indonesia, South Korea, any other. Why don't we learn lessons from them? And we always, the biggest, your friend is saying, thing to brag about. His Excellency also brag about. And Luna, your democracy. Is it not overrated? Democracy, we only have the right to make a decision after every 4 years. Within that 4 years, you don't have any voice. And I'll give you a vivid example. E-levy. Now, one of the most unpopular policies since the inception of the Fourth Republic. Very unpopular. Politicians, you know, those implementers, almost say unpopular, but still almost push it. Would you say that is democratic? Majority MPs, almost see we've lost confidence in the finance minister. We cannot work with him. Still, the whole country, almost the whole country, let me put it that way, is calling government. Reduce the size, you know. Because the amount of money that is injected into running all of some ministries, departments, agencies, no, and also. So let's reduce it and really show commitment to the effect. Say, yes, we want things to change. Still, nothing is happening. Would you say that is democracy? I think about 2 days ago, and 3 days ago, accidents be Greece. Rail accident, you know, and a train accident, you know.
Sure.
About 40 people died.
Yeah.
Immediately after that accident, you know, transport minister resigning.
Yeah.
He wasn't exactly.
Yes.
He wasn't on the train.
Collision.
He wasn't the driver of the train. Maybe he didn't know about that trip, but just based on the fact that Onu now are responsible for that sector, and it is also imagined that a bet to me the possible case of human error. or resign here, even before investigations is carried out. But Honorable Brian Echampo, see, it is unfair to blame me when my boys go to do anything anywhere, even though I didn't instruct it.
So who instructed it?
So it is when you are in a position of responsibility. Obi bedini sikasa obeko, and when you come the following day, no, see almost public accounts committee hearing. Meanwhile, you don't know how the money was expended, but you have to go and answer the question because a asset and liability. We need to learn to take responsibility for our actions in this country.
Okay, me bemwa. Na say yes, democracy no. Niema bata ho aye na kade say ebia we na che say in fact we can example e crash yi me who say all can the reason or the president kasa so but utum say asam na sina ma obaka say be kono deep train ko pem ye ama wa resign enti nipa ne yesi ye esu democracy no the bata ho am democracy ne complete no eno ye de o pa say ni ho ana
They be because there were erroneous impression be. A lot of Ghanaians generally say democracy and no elections. They be elections is only a subset, a minute bit of the whole democratic, experiment. Yeah, when you be brave, that the strength of civil society, ombudsman. The courts, separation of powers and the ability of the various arms to operate independently. A whole lot goes into it. But Usha, the culture of impunity, the unaccountability, it compromises the democracy you practice. And that is very unfortunate because to date, there were a number of issues coming up almost on daily basis. And nobody seems to be held to account for some of these, things that happen. And let me say, elections, independence commemoration should always be a time for sober reflection, no? So you better me forge you ahead in a much more different manner because Ubisamia, with the current scheme of things, within that scheme of things, we share your trajectory, I'm sorry to say, I'm very sorry to say hope, Eswa.
Honorable,
I think I've seen to Ghana's income and expenditure.
Okay.
From 2022.
Okay.
To where we are.
Okay. Mati. Honorable, say boom ya bob ban na ya salute na soldier for the plane twemo show na wo mo ya soldier e wo yi kan ko na ya hwira fam na soldier for the amonka abetwam na police sponsor do mo de abetwam na fire for kwa na mo so wo salute brand school for brand ejodi for brand
say North Korea
say sa obi no sanka hu ya mo so mo skere na maka bo mu ye ni na otama
Onim
there be minim
ehiafo obi ehia no pa obi an botom nye enye I'm sorry to say that obi an botom nye eda bi wo ho ayenya ye ho cheye eda ho chire pa no unzo obi tokoko na to 5 I say ana na kokko yo nto mienu pe na 5 obetime edi obo say okita iPhone and iPhone kra okita kra anka iPhone kra anka odi to hello ibia banchi ibia enu nyina timi ye call it's not at that moment no ade no enni ni hu a obetimi di aye nti yesi ohia ni ne bube pa na mbe kire debi ebe yie enso awrade ye nyina ye be ye pe mini annew ade nti na wotame ye bube ne bebre but onim ene me wofa ose kokko mesumi se black and white me mpese me di ne kokko no ebeto me di enum
ade ntra
ade di say na nso ne ene nan ne na opposition party obi a wadi president dada wo pese wako fa form say o kwa contest obe pese o contest bio
yes
onu timi fi akra ha esisa nipa gu n'echi eko voter reading eko chance say omo ye lunching cars dodo e call ye flight dodo e call ye e ka omo boy ye expenses dodo omo ye wo ho no not the entire country say yanya 66 years omampeni na do danko akufo ado omampeni a oye doctor a enya ye hye na se no wo say yenko enina yakọ region to region enti some ye do yenko voter region okay see yenko voter region pe mo offer professional forum for omuko majo mama advice say eni e ukura lunch no for voter region no ko lunch no ho enna
honorable
omuko ko lunch
politicians
lunch ade na wie o man pedi so baba ye no enu mpo de nyoma pedi ko me brother obeko bi because me na kasa ye beko
oh come on obeko as a Ghanaian not
obeko as a Ghanaian
ọkọ afu a
the become a serious so
ye lunch na ye ko ye wo
they are using their own money to
go using their own money so no ma pay me what that
and kai you guys are in government
o man pedi mama bet me aka tell me say odu nanim mfifire ene na odi ni ne ye ka esgash asemo
na that's what chief
ye ka esgash asemo a onu wada hoje
and that's why I say you see we have to be very careful
your image on this platform your image on this platform don't destroy today
I'm telling you mama idea
no you chief executive but don't you see
we have to be very careful
don't help him to destroy his image on this program.
Mama ko voter region akọ lunch oni
because his excellency also said a similar thing about salaries and you are also making the same thing
onu na we individual wo di enfa say me am to yi na me ko akọ lunch me campaign fine nti anka Ghana ye hu chiri yi anka akọ lunch ne campaign ya woni mu say Ghana ye hu chiri yi anka no so ni mu di obeye
until a penny
and then me MP honorable Kwasi Afif for the birthday na me ka be si asem say na honorable Kwasi Afif for the birthday say na tie bia wo tun sa frɛ me e yakwa akobom edidi nka pese Ghana edidi birthday adibo wa hwɛ sabi unisika wo se mo men unisika wo se frɛ na ye
oh mo de mo ska
mo de wo ska
just man nyan submissions
frɛ na no wo ye no and na papa ni it is na papa ni mu a we be ka say mo no kra no me di ma men je se me di fufuo nso wo hwɛ ni ye nkwan bi ma wo na nkwan no isu do do so say e no man nka sa asembesi nti me say mo fa me ka ko si say ne ya mo ka no wo say Greater Accra as a region no anka me try be salute me ko amakopo mata dia anka me say o but regional minister trans no hu say o fro ye ni MMDCs no say se me nko am ye me dia me say be 150,000 Ghana cedis ye 29 district nti adinti na ye nyina ye nkambom na sika no say be say be 4 million Ghana cedis ya ye mfa mu 2 million enye de be ye no enu nti aka ye wabom and I know say other regions are doing the same thing
na say sika ne ho ade ya momo dia na say ya man ne dia
oh sika ne say ya o man ne dia ya sika ye di ye dwuma yen per se no IGF ni ye sika ye nya no ye sa Independence Day ni sa no ma no a enu an ye di ye
mun nye sika bi en free on mind coffers mu say
no ye ni sika bi ya say mun fa nye
but IGF is only public money
it's public money ye sika ye intelligent
why
it's for Ghanaians.
I'm Master Manfono.
It's Amasaman municipality no.
Yes, Ghanaians.
Now, but
both NDC CPP. Me say, Yesika.
Or mine sika.
Yet your mind munti Yesika. What you say? Yet your mind munti Yesika.
What do I say?
yeah sika
Oman sika
oman no ayeti
Ghana for
nti yeah sika Ghana for you go west
eti man penny dada mahama kwa ye the lunch no na sika no wapego nti no de ye kwakoye no wo nso no eye say oman ni sika ne kwakoye
oman ni sika
okay me too
nti ye ka say onim NDC professional forum for no papa na ne ni yamani yako yamani kafa
ene de hu asem bianka wo
enti
kan asem
yako wa yako senior me say omo professional forum for no omo no ma bi omo ye ni say omo party no omo beto party no fu e wo no ma bi hu omo hwe say party no di no no be sisi ye edu tama ye kan say ye be akoye 66 Independence Day no voter region over 2 months ago and I never say about 1 month ago obiati Ghana for obiati onim anka last week in etwe mu a anka the same people who come and sit here and said yakoye no ha eni yakoye no ha eni yakoye no ha edu time ye dey voter region kwa de e na me say ehonomu eye NDC for special seat bi ntino and special area ntino say ma omunfa nko omampani kona woko no omampani no waso akofenemu was just say was Ghana for bo nyina o Ghana for nyina bo say obetwa Ghana so no wadi no kre na ne yesese odi bibia ye eto bia no odi ato eno na wo ye no omampani kona woko voter region no kona woko no woko say voter region for so ye Ghana for enti ne wo ye wo geta akra ne de wo ye no tamale eni de okoye no kofodua ne de wo ye no babi no o so okoye no ha ese efata but when yeka ye nim senior program na nkasa kwete say I can about casting the cost me wa enti omo di Friday ko enu cost no wo ho omo di V8 ko enu cost no wo ho but program na nkasa no a omo ye no mo nim cost aye di ye nim enya eti enya ye nim enti casting the cost ni say omo mpanya tu ni car no afia no ko voter ready say ono omo kwa kodi 66 anniversary abomu ana debi eja Kwabena ye nyina ye nti ye ho aso say me nua ka bibi o say it's not about NDC MPP and CPP but it's about Ghanaians enti anka nanu na etwem no obi antimi anye no ye tufo no ye tufu say anka ne ye wo ye nimu ye a ebe because ye be 67 e ba be 67 enye nne no a edum pomponso say o mampani afra ne kundunkunu a ono okwakodi 66th anniversary no and ene ye Saturday etina ye Sunday Monday ni aka che o mampani say no enye fe ene wiase ayedin nti yensa yechi ni emra no mampani asan aba the same people next week e ba betena aka say o mampani a ono no ye kan asemo a e kan asemo na wa ye say
wo hwe bra ye
nti ye kan nyina ne say 67 na ye ba no
ye di tamale die no ye kodi the house kofrodia be di enyina no na saa bra no the economic situation na ewo mu any state economic situation na ewo mu na ye pe
say enye pe sata na ye mfa say last year na COVID abetwem last year the ye yo and the last 2 years the ye so na COVID wo ho enu ye ni because of na ye COVID ninti no ye ye ni but last year ye di ye nti anga ye di last year ye ni we no me ni we Agya Kwabena me ni umienu eni me uncle eni me brother eni me nua pani na nka ye nyina ye betena ni aka anka ye ka ko si say the 66th anniversary no anka Ghana fo nyina ye nwi hu say anka ye beye no ye fiefie mu anka ye mfa nsie krom se ne ye se Tanzania fo aye omudie yi anka ye mfa nsie na anka ye ahia se aka
o mampani na ka ye say ye me Tanzania mampani se me hwe se de niam si tie wo me man yi mu ya enya dia me
di kaka e o ka say ya me gogo ye enya o mampani na di kaka e ye debate ya na e wo kronum for some time and na onu so gitu mu say
akaye to be nhwe bibi fanfiri mu
enti ye nso no afeni ya hia se eni ye kan wasem say sa public gathering no ye nye careful about it say eni nyina di ka na eba eni ti na regional minister honorable Henry Cote oni ni man 40 say ye
vice president
me vice president me future vice president honorable Henry Cote ya kan bom say eni ye de ye kan bom ni ye enti we have started from somewhere where we are no is a gradual system it's a gradual system say ye be dia say dibio ye new year 6 March ni ye new year and the young kase ya so edin the Ghana for kasa ye ntie next year nyame ya dum 2024 me boa ye kwa koto aba that year no kra no ye hu pa because it's a election year wa hwekura na nka 6 March yi yetimi di na nka ye di prapra na nka ye di say anka na say obi anko filling station no mu 4 gallons free no mfa nko baby no mfa nko siesie ho ebedu ho because ye kan nyomu tie e go mo say o platform so mpanifo tie pa ana mebwa e no mo tro so nyese mo tie keke o mo tro o mo laptops tie o mo nyim se na mo fa ni dia bai no mo body nyina nti ogogu pa we hu die mo fa san waka de Kwabena bisa ye question bisa ye nti ye say sa ade we ye akwakoyi na me wofa kan say we can say nse mo kan a good idea ye mfa nye adwuma no mo de aye adwuma nti debate de ye debate ma NPP NDC ye debate ma
on no
ye debate ma
ona me kan say musa wo de yan hwe o it's international community if as China for kura ye say ye German aban M1 na yentumi kopo ho chew na ombehwe na ebia enya mampeni kwa na di VAT ko ebia ankrankra bi kura be ka so ombeko bi na ombe hu se VAT twatwaso be 2030 na ya bodwa fu sa no enka emma won nya adwumi se nkrofo kura jama mo nya serious anka sabre hu se anema mu ade okay Ghana fo hu se anema mu ade it afi ebia independent anniversary no ye ya adwene sake be ni nyina be no vote be ni sem now so esanti bia ni nti ye pese ye yesei ye pese bia upotama nua kra be si eduadua kra no ye de beduadua nua na ye de bi adododo aprapra na ye de ahye ho den ye de ahye ho kuna se achia na so emu ye aka eno no enye bibia nka be pusu Ghana for say oh okay ana
Kwabena
yes sir
ana mo Kenya ya to from dada kuna kwem onim say omo fi other readings omo kon omo ntu omo ka masa o omo fa bases MPs MCs they say Ashanti region MCs omo person omo be nyina omo fa omo bases omo di
bas ba
na say
MCs the truth is that some ka so omo ba e de omo ka se ba omo nyes kan to petro
nani asoma wo say eni say yes kan to petro ni apake ya ka ya apake yes see ye fi aka ha eni ye kopedu ya so left MCs nya ya pake ya ka ni afa bus ni ye ko di enkomo bia ni asamba
ma fa bas
enu na che say o man no ye bre ye mo
se mo sa dwi na na ka boy
asemo we ya ka sesi yi that sharing ya kan wan asemo yi ye say na ye nti ase won say Kwabena ka bi sesi ya wo say anka se ni o man mu aye din anka omo tu Land Cruisers ni normal anka mo nyina omo fengu ho na anka bi omo pekwan foforo bi so na enye that's what channel buy the same thing no ye mu so man mu aye din nto bi amwa ni ye kan ye sambom na ye nye de beye but Kwabena size of anniversary na ye di wo ho no at times no eye bibi o eye di enti na ye di
in bank of
enoma ye twem enoma ha ye enoma e disturb ye ye call ye na ye fimu edo afia ye di ye birthday na no me anke dia odi ye enya so mo
afibia ni afibia
me medi o de me bede ye me
o me di
take before o mu dey tro no mu father say me di me bede da me bede 17 me Kwabena wuni
17 me na dia na si ye
da ben
na dia na si
me say me na ba
o se me
ba yo match
no that's what trip me last year
o se me
birthday bi ana
me se every time obi birthday wa hu ono ti bi decide say no afi me nya hwe I'll be in the fight
me de koma ehia for orphanage
when him chenche the former mayor of Accra every birthday be call cemetery
wow
okay
he gets people to go and weed the cemetery and all those
the
birthday pia
a friend saying
what you say
about say Oku every year be
wow
okay omo ko cemetery ono adokuno onu
abanche
so go be dinner but that cemetery emo mu didi ye mu meyo chenche e da ko oba agba we cemetery ha oba be siesie ho no ka se di na chi bae no ye akoto a
da ben
me say oba siesie ho oye
the only cemetery we call there were SIC in chen one state transport
awodome
it was ma ba we awu
ka some say so oba gba we a ka be
maye onya maye
oba ba ho so ne dey wo say every year bia no dia fa no it oba ba ho Enti oko wa wo do.
Na me das. Me das. Yes sir. For me 30 seconds na me.
Honorable Titus Global. Enu a nyame adum omampani.
Ye beka waso ye be sorry a.
Say
MD Vaco.
Me bona baso. Oya de nyame ma na nyame nka no no ma no oso nyansa.
Ye be sorry.
No ntimi fa enkita
bet make us one of the finest politicians me hu no asem no said ye tie no.
So na me say
one statistics of radio station kokasa.
Ankonia.
Ko bi ankasa no.
Independence Day na ye di no ya besre obi a woko ho bia no hwe ne ho yiye se mo ye enipa be ye nan na mo nyina mo fi wan area mo nka mo humbo na se ka ba ko na mbefa na mo fa nko but greater crowd ye no wotema sports stadium o ba bo modern say o beba e wasomdue mu ye regional minister obetwa salute mi gina na nche ene ye betwa ye salute onye ntokwa Uba, you pay here be our home. I did be already baby out of the
question. Did he account for Ghana at 60 scan? Did he account for it?
Ghana's 50.
Ghana
60 Anna.
50.
Oh, okay.
Me. As someone working in did you explain it?
Mibeka. His Excellency John Mama Semunibi, you are asking me as a human being.
Chief, me say
account for it.
Yes, account for it. Tarzan superintended that one.
Yes, it has done already.
One of it, you know, you have almost $20 million.
That's right.
Almost basic toilet, libraries, and restaurant. I thought you were going to say, oh, Saskano. Yes, CB Mori, and I said Cape Coast, and I said toilet to the CB.
In fact, say, I'm going to go to this here, and my answer. But most you be some when me some question.
Ghana at 50. How about COVID?
Account for COVID.
Mr. Host, did you ask me?
My time no wabum. You call the former president.
We did drug against me. No, from the answers which
call lunch ni campaign and I said the bid is still over re-election you know bid no or can somehow do be or can say obehwe ama S Gracia obetwam eno achi niam ahodo be makomako num bi a wo se wo be ye ede aboa na bibia ye duru ye nyina so ebe hu se ye Ghana fo no you say obe change the dynamics my nim and normal politics no obe sisane ma bako menum yense bi ebetumi abo enye pa sa ne lunch ye ene ensam bako menum yense bi o ka say more especially S Gracia no so wo be etwam no uhuru se ye bibia it's long overdue say Sir S Gracia ni etwam and now so say ebia sometimes people will say a political talk say they be binum kan no ma me hwe say na ye wo okay me must 7 minutes on that particular topic issue.
Okay. Thank you very much Agya Kwabena, but
yes,
before maba ex Gracia no asema I want to respond to some few about the state of our economy Ghana. Without doubt, Ghanaians yim there you are hochirimu pa.
Yes.
Na international communities in Wankasa Waka and Ghana we have been downgraded many times by the international communities because of our bad debt. Largely, you know, HAN debt no hasama, they are all as a result of mismanagement. Government has not been able to manage our funds very well. HAN wasteful expenditure in the system, the size of government, which everybody has been talking about it. Ghanaians, we have spoken, we are already tired talking about the size of government, and because we have a listening government, a government who listens to not to listen, government. There, Ghana, size of government no soon they should reduce it. More I they won't reducing, the more we're expanding, and it all gets to yen debt and yen ekawa obe omanu, because say if a minister and say if a deputy minister or the sky butian na accommodation ne car hunsam everything about him or your man na offer no how. And research watch right there, one minister a kawa or man obo no obotum wa hwebe memfa the teachers on kokro be 100, and see really or the time has come for government to be saying and we reduce the size of government in a way you best say an expenditure. However, as I'm a pedem refer to him is Asama Mowafa, His Excellency, okay, about the fact there Yakabo Bosan na ebutia salary. We have not yet gotten there. Of course, in political history, there was a time Yakabo Bosan ebutia, workers, but currently we've not gotten there yet. What we know in there, internally generated funds, sika aban oje or taxes no nyama. Aban catching on records, the government spent more than 60% of the income in paying of salaries, etc. That's what we know on record. But ye nyim there kaji loan.
But income no kind no, or can say ye ji loan say ye and also.
That is not an income. No, that is not an income. That is not
internally generated.
No, it's not a fund you internally generated. There's a difference between loan akaji ezaba and the sika funds are warankasa are mobilized, it generate, one can say it generate, and that is what we are talking about.
Okay.
On the there funds are abandoning or manning or generating. We spend more than 60% of it, yes, for salaries, etc. And that's why Abena wa benyina from in Chroma time up till now, most of the time we have to go outside and borrow for bigger developmental projects. Such as Akosombo IAC. In we didn't see Akosombo with our Nyankese or a Kaiser company from US. One that was Winska was Beshim. Actually, major development about roads ahead. Even I don't know district. Do you put on roads now? When do you do it out of your internal generated funds? No. So it is all part of borough na ekajen na echeche mayusi route.
1 kilometer is about $350,000. So a municipality like
yours
cannot do that.
Yeah. And see on na ekajen loan yazo because you use more than 60% of our revenue in paying salaries. I know back my so certainly or there a loan next year. So our loans, and that's where it goes to. Now, urban taxa everywhere in the world, including bigger democracies, bigger economies like the US, Europe, etc. There's never been any country in the world that will introduce taxa. There's always resistance against taxes. You understand? So in Ghana, VAT and the MPP for was no home for so as to me. We all know about the Kumi Prekun. Rollins was a VAT, was about. We know the kind of things that MPP for against value added tax. Then they are bench one the ways home for so. More was some percentage in was some. So, the politics when it comes to yen tax, there are a lot of political partisan politics in it, and I don't want us to go so much, into it. Now, cancellation of ex gratia na man paying that yura jomama ne launch ne alken or Volta region. If I semester my background as a political communication expert, and strategically, I can say the ex-president Mahama took the best decision. You understand? The decision to go and launch his campaign in the Volta region was the right decision to take. Excellent. The reason is that Volta region for a very long time has been the stronghold of the NDC without doubt. And coincidentally, you know, so just next week, Monday, President Rokoho na wakoye sixth match. Over the years, actually, sixth match celebrations now. Over the years, and it becomes a platform for politicians to campaign instead of them to do national whatever. It becomes a platform for them to campaign. Yes, Akufo-Addo is going there. President Akufo-Addo is going there. He's going there as the president, but most of the things are going to political talks. You understand? He's
That's
going to
how
tell,
you see it.
Of course, but no, it's not about how I say it. It's because of what I have reviewed over the years.
Okay.
Because in summer, Obekenya, he's going to tell us what he has done. If you like, you can call me. If the president will not talk about free SHS in his speech, he'll certainly speak about
Speak about the benefits.
fine, but it's indirectly.
It's about the benefits.
It's a political marketing.
What they have gained.
It's a form of political marketing. You know, it's a form of political marketing. He's going to market himself, tell people, use Volta region as a platform to tell people what his government has done. Because Ghanaians are already bashing the NPP.
But is it wrong?
No, I'm not saying it's nothing wrong.
Right.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I mean, it's within his right to campaign, to do whatever. John Mama has also been there, and he has campaigned. So there's nothing wrong with it. It's within your political right to do that. But what I'm saying is that it is the right decision for John Mahama to also go there and launch his campaign. You understand? To go and then set the minds of the people. Let the people know that he is around, he is there, he's the most viable, he loves Volta region, you know, they are babies, etc. He needs to go and psyche the people up so that before, you know, the president goes there to go and disabuse their minds. So whatever John Mahama has done is the right thing to do. Now, coming to the cancellation of the ex gratia, frankly, it is long overdue. Long overdue.
Thank you.
It's a long overdue. It is something we should have cancelled it long ago. But they say better late than never. So for some of us who are educators, you know, of politics, what we will say is that we are right. I have just written it. We are writing every promises that every politician is going to make. We've heard the president now speak about the cancellation of the ex gratia. So we expect the president to do the needful when he comes, when NDC. Ex-president, yes. Ex-president Mahama. And as a president, Impo, Obotum, answer an ex-president, Obobumpu. Now, I guess Obotum, okay, Mechum, Ghanaians are not happy about ex gratia. Honorable, Mimdo Oboho, but Pochoma and cancel ex gratia. You also benefit from ex gratia, don't you?
Oh, you continue.
So it means ex gratia is going to affect everybody. You know, it's a bitter pill that must be swallowed. It's a bitter pill that must be swallowed because there are a lot of waste in the system. And why I'm here about the ex gratia, so is the president who determines so. Yes, it's the president who determines. That's what the law says. It's the president who constitutes committee to determine the ex gratia of government. So all people who qualify for ex gratia is the president who. So in the meeting away, me wafa, ija ma me wafa, mutuma okay wafa mpede chairman of them committee. Na ma fa me brother paying honorable. I also want to. So when they are going to discuss about anime condition of service, there's no way me wafa bakade. Oh yeah. You understand? So the law has been framed in such a way that it all the time or benefit politicians. And like you said, teacher what tries it for 30 how many years? 32 years. And he goes home with how much?
35,000.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine this? Or they to me somebody
lessons allowance.
What lessons allowance? They don't get anything, honorable.
Why no allowance to say Article 71?
Honorable.
Article 71 has been
honorable.
Honorable.
Honorable, please, respectfully. Teacher about allowance the teacher unya. Even Ian, those of us who are even lecturers, you understand? We are part of the middle class income, whatever. How much do we gain? How much do we get at the end of the month?
It's one teacher, one laptop.
Oh, the master, I think more for address that. I don't want to go into that. But or your poto, them one teacher, one laptop policy. Oh, your munyong. Because laptops and if you like, call any teacher and call Nat for CCR on this program, and let them tell you laptop I was the one. The laptop no idea from one. Them toy yeah. I'm telling you.
Oh my God.
It's very bad. Yet teachers have paid for it. Teachers have paid for it.
My brother, I mean, you said something. You said we are educating the people.
Sure.
If you are saying, you say government laptop now, demand teachers.
Or your money.
You haven't been fair to the
Why?
The government because
okay.
Many teachers they have praised the government for what they have done.
MPP teachers.
So are you saying
honorable?
Are you saying
honorable? That's why I said honorable. Respectfully, that's why I said there. In order to be fair, because I know what I'm doing.
Don't say
no, I know what I'm saying. Honorable, allow me to finish. I mean, why are you interrupting? You are interrupting me.
All of you did. All of you did.
Honorable.
Except my good brother here.
He should call Nat. We shouldn't call individual teachers, MPP teacher, NDC teacher. They should call the leadership and then confirm what I'm saying.
Okay.
So we have problems, in this country. Our politics is sick, and so is the country. Because what's our money be? What's our about pro or profinity? And if say it's no pro, who namely in about pro. And then yes, politics. The politics and the political class forms the itir of the nation. In the young political class and wa pro, it means hunamni ina obo pro. Especially these days, the spirit of patriotism is no longer there.
No, not at all.
How can I be patriotic? Remember to trot room, Morocco. Near the Land Cruiser 45.
As they be
45. How can I be patriotic?
So
okay.
I
said, baby, I can see you. You papa brepa near this asam no nkomo pa. Isa say yes ye teacher of mine no. Yes do di kan, do di eche do sua do di kan nante. Dia da do di kan na mutuo ni ye bi subsequent governments e ba nyina niam bi omo. Anopa me submissions me intra me ye no. E fa niam ahodo aya ama oman no against 66 years but me Kwabena me tie. Me hu say ye Sansamine, it's say you will gold, diamond, manganese, bauxite, oil, natural resources in our fertile land. Nasa ne Ghana ye and they boy dinche to good in Burkina Faso in a year. Let us say ya makuranke. And Your Excellency, man penny that Mahama college in the camp or lunch or say as gracia obey free ho. Na niema ba ko menum yese bi onim se ha oman no obehwe na watoto ni yie na wama oman no hodo a efiri nipa mu no asanya ba bio enti simanum ntam no so far NDC hu ni se mo chance mo ba power 2024 25
ida komna
yes sir
obiala nto ankoto momai na ankoto tu obi ne jade eto tu wa wo jada da o ma
what is sent no
obiala nto momai obi ne jade
NDC for kitchen boy na MPP abeto momai bi ho uncle asema okay
asema so on ka party asem
NPP and Tom momai bi
on can party asem
me no the maker
Fantikasa no reke
me no the maker
it is NDC for ya to ya momai yes here ko ya ma mini jade Volta region ni akalancha ya fu momai
ngabi
since John Mahama ka fa no form afi ato apeti akabinum o the communication director Ayagba press conference why you been the issue is this whether or not Mahama is qualified to contest as president and it has been decided he contested 2020 nobody debarred him ina ose me pede me san me gina biem on san ne de ehunu bi peninti na asrewa o ma ne beziba na
on hwe
ohwe ne na mo weduru mani mo weduru de ehia experience mani mo weduru de ehia experience. So he goes on saying that I am going to help build the Ghana we want. Is that not his clarion call? I'm going to help build the Ghana we want. On the contrary, anyone is breaking the eight. Oh, what the break. And then yes, you can building. They are talking of breaking. Are you following me?
I say, more break the
Power.
eight. You know,
It's all about power.
It's all about power. You know, and in fact, time I discuss whether to this graduation is in our 2020 manifesto, and when we were discussing it, it was very difficult because we thought they said you cancel teachers and nursing training colleges allowances at the replace it with teachers and friends and student loan and a young movie teachers training allowance now but we at the recitation and nobody win the elections today as we speak teachers training allowance no and ayaka eka because of teachers training allowance no yen kese cancel the teachers training allowance replace it with student loan because the students at the teachers training no one more by tertiary and I think we know tertiary by law they qualify for student loan yamu fantasy and nobody woyomio teacher training allowance oh yes. So we said, John, you must be very careful even announcing it because the other time it was teachers training. Now it's going to be a bigger platform, S-Gracia Award. Then he said, I would announce it. When John said at the meeting, I said, what? This must be a bold person. You know, the issue here is this. As a Kwabena, there's a group of people called Article 71 holders. Now, one no, and here for now, Papa Nikano, say, woman is going to say, Obi. These people are senior most persons, politicians, on daily basis, the state spends on them. On daily basis. Because a benefit Bangalo free, Obi your top petrol money free, your money garden boy, your money friends house girl.
Oba just say honorable the Bangalo move free.
But I've been a DC chief executive before. I've been a minister before. So I am talking.
Okay.
Yes.
It's a patch of the honorable or the Bangalo move free.
So mommy into Brokuna. So when we say Oba, na near Koko, we didn't hospital.
That's right.
Anamwa.
No answer, Mary.
Anamwa. So mommy into Brokuma, me a chicken pox kuma me. Who say Obi and I will buy any other Koko, didn't hospital. I have.
Anyako company will be holding the backup.
We were there.
Anyako company will be in the next class out in the backup.
You see, so I have run this system before, Kwabena. Now, is it good for the generality of Ghanaians, Anna? What is the fairness? 4 years, Ubayin, Yama police will come. Yama Land Cruiser, who free you, who cry you, and Amano Sikaum. Anamiwa. Ye odi bangro eno a ekeka 4 years n'echi sawo kwa or say a mount as gracia. All right. So the state is being grateful to you. Kwabena, there are people whose labor builds the country and holds this country together. Long time ago, time I introduced a single spine. You know what they cancelled? They cancelled bonuses and the end of year bonus and then S-Gracia. Those days workers now, they cancelled it, but kept the article 71 people. You see the unfairness? Now, every year we 4 years for example MPs, MPC are buying him say. One funding as parliamentarian also with Yaneka. So what do? Quickly, you start paying him every month. We are not in this day. Amano. because 4 years no wo de boma a big chunk it to me create hole economy no as a bomb ba to so every 4 years bia no na etum esika doso and doso na etua sika no president you trying to about 120,000 a month 120 cities a month president on toko so ya no watonchina on tonsio anto one high dine ya pay
uncle
120 no dia dia mano ana me wa na wo konsuso ya san asesa sika no bisa idan e dia mano wa kotena ni fie a efie bia wo pe bia yesi amano eja Kwabena me wa na wo prince obesum Ghana fo
And as a politician, somebody how much?
I am a member of the out of experience. I was a member of the Consultative Assembly. This was one of the most controversial discussions we had. Most controversial. But that's now in Penifubia no a champion at the minister of person politics. You understand? And now, as a country, Yarana Besinde, send that Ghana po hose a new I don't know. Yarana Besiha. Eda Kwabena ya hwene ya China ba fe okroyo ya na na business gabi ye koyi asesi ya pensioners wosika mpo ya titwafi na sa woso be ya bedin share na ende sa SGA no ya hwene yi na intwaso pasan anamewa ayebone ade abobo yin na ayebone
anyabone
since then mati ajangbani ne nkrofo no by Mahama, you can't be trusted. What do you mean? They say na lecturer in bed they say, say wakasa ni wini here. Na say when to me aya, even dia ebisisi. But the truth of the matter is that we will make a lot of savings from the S-Gracia. I worked for 38 years in Senate. Na say obi ebeji ni pension. Ebeji pension, sani. So budget 1,500. 1,500. The one more government pension and the bobro.
The big it's a pension mono hokra no ku huna mane.
Amane. So we free say you so na say center go wa bank can be chase pension. Wo ba ya delay wa be 4 days. 4 days o. Because government ma me chiro be yo Accra volunteer home. It's a government pension no. Ya ko for cameras no ko. One more did the steps no. Waiting for obi am what fraud omo check e day e dey mo. You be sure check 1,200.
Obi a was some mine for
obi was some mine no. Oh. As a public servant. Then mom obi a wo be here a bankruptcy. Opening I'm a politician. Yet the mommy bear me there. But is it fair to the country and other citizens?
Wow.
Is it fair?
Wow.
Even take teachers away. Take teachers away. What here will be to say, woman, higher public service. And then there, woman so very corrupt, because you go, someone because we are a public administrator and I say chief director. No, was some minor. You remember Mr. Zanu and those people, they was. But today, Yamo Omes Gracia, and this is what is happening.
Public Accounts Committee,
you know, and you know, media.
Okay.
Mahama has been too bold. In spite of the fact that teachers training allowance, Wakanya, Yamu for their politics, has been too bold. Thank you. That is not the only thing he said at home. He said, the money drew, we need to reset it. And I heard you say it.
Sure.
We need to reset the country. Even media discussions, we have to reset it. Because for 8 years or more, they be NDC, or the NDC for MPP for. So for 8 years, we have been continuously campaigning. Anything I politicize, I mind you. But what they make Baha? What is Sani Baha as a security? What do you mean Baha as a lawyer, as a security expert, as consultant? Now you're discussing issues without politics, and can you do the year? The media resetting is also important. What you say? And the president's own way of talking. This is the first president. What do you say? Yeah, our friends say, "Wemu, from what did he say? Savalant and Tobias."
Tobias, yeah.
Naysayers.
Naysayers.
How can a president ever use a word like this on any Ghanaian when he has sworn an oath to say he will defend every Ghanaian?
So kind of dear, some not kind of no nyadwini so which me.
So o mampeni kana sama ade emani yeye and he say dissenting views. E da ground with so kana sam na yenya other dissenting views are. You are expert. When you go for your meetings and yet the obeka pena obi ade adwuma. So the Indians call it a super idea. When the candidate, you don't condemn it. We all add yours. You will say, yes, a super idea. But this is some opinion ODA in Ignacio. The other thing John Mahama said is he's copying the Malaysian president. He says he'll put the right people at the right place. Because the Malayan Singapore experience in the same. If you want to develop your country, first appoint the right people. Anytime a president appoints his relative, it's a recipe for collapse. You see, appoint the right person for the right job. Then be pragmatic. Don't say I'm NDC MPP. Say I am a Ghanaian. And therefore this policy is not made yellow. It is for the good of Ghana. Right? Then punish people when they make those mistakes. I heard you talking about Greece. You know, in Ghana, the finance minister has been accused, dragged and abused and dragged. Yet the president say, I will keep him.
There's nothing you can do about it.
There's nothing you can do about
He's
it.
the best finance minister ever.
Last time I was telling you, sir, he is saying that we should burden share. I am telling you, sir, he's the majority shareholder in the Trust Bank of Gambia. Our finance minister does not find our economy so lucrative even to invest here. He invests outside the country. Yet he is sitting there. Which country would tolerate that? Is it coming? So yet you're not British finance minister will be invest something in British woman. Yet we are tolerating all this in the name of politics. Because what the budget, the share budget, 6 million for government communicators. Now, Parliament is approving Amano. So he gets people to go to radio station to go and defend what is indefensible. Any end.
Any end.
Any end. So what John Mahama went to school to do, like the master has said, he went to the right place. Because in fancy was a power winner.
Yes, let's hear shake one. Honorable shake one.
Re-election
and yes, sir. More fatiha. Nothing for mutia na pidi ebuo ni die mamo. Eja ko banka me so da ko fie. Oh, wow, what did you?
I didn't tell you.
But you see it in my best uncle.
Because only
without Jamanco.
That's what I'm going to know. Maybe that was some of one part. This is the same part of the best. No, you're fine.
2-1.
The news is that this year,
what do you mean?
Said,
hey, by yes, of a more who's a bow. Just a way to. Now, and company and pass there. In the unlucky event, is say, young funny say, MPP, if you are BM.
More visitor that.
Young Coy, young consul. Don't mamma bar. And couldn't you ever be do a bisono? Or no, Indian say, yes, scrap, ye few, yes, sir. And yet, Papa in 2015. Okay, so obey if you are. Let's go, sir. May if you are, and yan, money was here who can't find no. I am on your Papa, you didn't tell me so much. And say, and a year they go ahead. Me white, you know. And 2016. Or for me, or you committee, SC Hawk, say, you know, oh, say, what can I say? say obi for me committee ni e ka say yanwie nipa no ho a onipa ne ntimi yi ni mfi mu da me bo a ya form committee ni nyina wie no on na the majority shareholder onu na no man say wonya one as I say assistant the car no as a former president piano say assistant car
she said that order na so no na breso de ba
committee ni de ba kufu onu ni committee da me ba kufu de no wo ye say baby a make na do mama tie do mama tie na make no number 1 ni ensa man office na be man no ye man 2 staff security ye nti o mu nyina ka ni 2 staff ni ye enipa mienu mama ni afeni say hawa misie no
o de man no land
ada ma ye de
no yes
yetio
e say no nyina wa ye wie o de wa ye wie
Mahama na ye 2015
ana wa ye
Mahama na ye 2015
o say me say o de be say na o hodada ana say kan ma pani na e de buy
me see 2016 ye ba beto aba ye to aba na MPP e ba bet na so no e no ma satam na do mama o ko off no no ankasa nim so obekọ no e no ma wo hihye ye nie sa no ma make nyina wonya otukwan a first class free
no mona mudia
meba
you see Agya
o de meba mudim o ka di nyina no say mo twere to makoma kwa
o just me bo aso metimi no
enti o wi na fe ya no makoma ko ye bisa no
o say for the tia
we know why you know why interrupt
there
because of who he is.
And I say, young man, what's the man the chairman
on this platform? No, you have created a very positive image on this platform, and I don't want you to destroy it. I won't allow you to destroy it.
Next time, okay. Committee.
How can that destroy me?
And a committee in the council, the patrol. And a committee.
I think I say a clarification.
I need your him.
And yes, say you can say Oman Pain that John Mahama and a constitution and I'm making it so said a certain government no and constitute. Senator John Mahama no sana ura Kufo Aberso. And I say Kufo as a person, but it is the law that allows them to do that. So I say very careful not to personalize Sawe no. When we are educating the people, we have to educate them well.
Okay, me that's the any clarification there about. Enti honorable.
Okay, me damase. Enti emra no, e mo panin bi agina so na odi ebibi. E na emra no so na mo obi hu kwan say ye we na wo ye wie a wo a wote so no. Ya ka say wo mre so e na wo ye. E ye papa e koma wo. E koboni so a e koma wo. Ndi dia me kan nyina ni say anka nanu na nkoko gina ho na anka wo na so say Ezra me ba me start the whole thing out of the system no onum say maybe kakra twem ye hya se kan say omampani yere woje Ezra ni akakureti ade chen an o say pam no tram no scanner me je ni nyina mo nje mo ade but his excellency me brother pani me se no me ni nyina ye tintin ye kama oko gina ho ya wo kase anko won kase in fact he enuhu eye pa o if somebody regretted from what he has done eye pa ni nyina ni say anko won kase every time I di assembly man be di president me sika manye nyina me yes gasha nyina no emunye munye na mo nyame antom na me ba me mo bia nyi bio me wofa eti we oko India ni dia ni double traveling allowance ya demand
hey
a business class allowance ya demand
when I was coming from India I was given 14,000 cedis.
No, but it's money. They give it to you.
But what did that don't say double
didn't say me fear kwa masamana metina me card mu nako onu so fia na okọ India obetina fight me fight no
fa kanko
on timi fa kanko ntina me se ni de na double no otina business class otina business class
no
ni business class na otina ye no eye Ghana for ye sika ene edi ma no at that time no me uncle oye me wo fa pa nimpo oya go ba se ka se nimpo a o ji ase me wo fa nimpo me wo fa company da Say scan ye di magana for no ye ka na ye nya
hwe sa brand economic situation na ewom ye fa de so de ye fa de se ebia sample net ya ye fa de se sa brand so de na ye si kasem si tie se de na ye ho de si tie no wo de toto ene ho a pepepe a obi to ka se
Satan kura ni west Satan no na ye da esum san anke ye hia fuel kakra bi akra e de be fuel
the west yanye haircut bia o yantachi meba yantachi individual borrowers so yankase yanye sika bia by March no the economy will crash sane mane nyina tama na west mpu yankasa ansam ni nyina na sisi a eye better so good ni yakasa ansam
ajakobe same ye wo mu ye se mu aye den no aban papa wote ho a nkrofo ho chire no wa hu se ho chire nti ese se medi insuo we egu insan we so na ye ma at least menya bebre anom hwe ya ka sei satam na ya ka sa ho chire bi ani ho chire bi ani wo no na dumso e wo ho pa ye nya nim se dumso wo ho obi betima ka chem di ntia na dumso wo ha na nya ho chire ni bi
yes men can tell my men can tell
na nya ho chire ni bi na now so
don't allow him to go
no I'm going because unse me wo fakasa no o kan sem bebre ache se MPP aban de anka isika na ye je no ene ka se ye ka MPP ministers omo ye say ene ye ka domama the ministers NDC ministers omo ye say ene ye ka say ye were 10 regions 16 regions domama tam no ne ye were 10 regions ene ye ka say ye were 261 district domama tam ne ye were say nti bibia increase what must say nti say ye kasa ne ye ka say na as grace no a SSC ye twam na ye long overdue nti anka long overdue no onim di anka betimi aye ne best omampenin anka mmra no ma no ho kwan sesia ya wo ye omampenin a wote so yi anka betimi ati committee enne ne ekina aka say as grace ye ye fi ho but wo tena so enjoy wo de to fi so no why enjoy de obey enjoy na ayi makukura aya me papa na adodanko akufo ado a omampenin no wadidi de awie 8 years akukura akofie bibi ka kire bi obetimi akotena fie ne yade be ma no nti
na sabre na sabre na obeko fie no na amampenin dada ma ha ma bo ya wo hye yi no na o de aye adwuma
o fanye adwuma se nyame ani ye fofie na se doma ma ba no ahwe na nado se na nado de on kofie sabi mpre bi asa
sa constitutional mandate ya de ma o say as a president no wo na wo bete monument meba wo bete monument committee no mo to be the ahwe sa ne manyina no se mampeni na nado ebe kofie a dia committee no want e mo hwehwe mu wiansa na wakọ ana so obekọ akwotire fiansa wate committee
sample wate dada
David meba me bisa say
opa be ye
say opa
obeye ebia sesi ade wo sesi ye obetima sesi ani kakra obetima ti committee say ebia onokura no esgasha onokura wonye committee no na mandatory to the committee say
committee no under his rule no and I say under his leadership one no obeti committee no amana hwehwe ono ne wo mo eka no ho na
that's what the law says
that's what the law says no that's what the law says
and na wo ka say ma benada mahama ba na ba
na e go be so
oso obetwam
oso opa obetwam
na say de mo hyehyɛ to wo no wo mutumi twam ma ne nyeye
no eja
obetwam ma ne nyeye because the certain committee no a ne wo ho nyina no twam asom ne nyina no
se twam ne se best physical magana
e best physical magana no ni musana da waje ye no oni musana da waje ye
eja
mama
da mi ye yo da ko menya 2 minutes kwa
enti
mama kama
me pacho ma minutes penasa ni mrem
essentially but you can you na say me say samre ya da nyankopon asi say MPP kura no wa hye yembo say yesan ba biu no bia ma me ka say es gasha obeye fi ho me to me es gasha eken sebi obia ye twa okabosum bia no usika wunya no eja ko bran wo ya ban duma ye ni etwa okabosum ya ese say ope bibia wo du usika no odi be ye enya no munku a
Sikana mi be sie no.
And na me MC. Say me 4 years and na me 8 years na better so no. me busu ma ketua ene ma line one season kitin ya di ma me no we na me di ye it is a metifia menya so fa so but what you say esgasa din ye ebe bo mu keke esgasa no ke say o ka kweti say ebe bo mu keke so eti aban duma ye ni bia me futuo ni say we aban duma ye ni te say na me on ka ko fi ya ne udu ni fi ya peche bia wo ye kama ni fi so bia ni ho
Sani yes sir ma pere da sam o kan
Sani media na no be kan
uji di say ebren so say o kan sem bi say boamena me bo na o man sa na hene kan ye no say what na se na analyze ni yi pa je say eye bibia ka Ghana fo ye nyina agi to mu say ye be ya na say tibia bia be kom bia ene ne esese wo ye wada bia ene na atade esese wo hye utumi nka say opabire mu a wo hye wo we no wa ko anyi sa
anyi
enti say ye ka say aduru ba bia yamba yam bet yenyina ye babo yam bet ade we atwie sika dodo ye ya to nchen ye de foforo ba da ye to nchen a ye be make sure say ye ya to nchen ye ma wo mo a wo ma firi nchen no so ho nkyere wo mo be benefit no wo mo nkyere mo ye de sise foforo bi be ba e be kushi mo kakra is it long overdue say na me bisa ye no na wo betu ayen so say they okay
well possible however e be here galvanization of citizens, you know, the impebium, this has to stop. However, Jacob, now, I think one of our biggest challenges in Ghana, so far as holding politicians by the balls is concerned, the political polarization. Their work is to oppose, their work is to conform, so far as in the interest of my party. And challenges with parliament lately, to the extent say party headquarters we want you to vote this way, we want you to do this, we want you to do that, and that is the order of the day. Okay, meanwhile a constituents elect you, and you are supposed to represent the interests okay of constituents, you know. But because of the nature of your politics, you know, it becomes a bit of a challenge. Even on social media, their work is to ensure, say, whatever the narrative is, whether it is in the interest of Ghana and yet the interest of Ghana, it has to conform with their political agenda. Okay, that is the problem. Because we share issue of ex gratia. Maybe who benefited from ex gratia, you wouldn't feel it like the way the ordinary Ghanaian would feel it, because for a lot of Ghanaians, the single most immoral, insensitive policy, because we share composition, no, almost the president, vice president, speaker of parliament, there were the chief justice and other justices. Yes, the executives. There were parliamentarians, ministers of state, political appointees, public servants with salaries charged to the consolidated fund, but enjoying special constitutional privileges.
Government
Now,
appointees.
yes.
Okay. First, a government appointee say 2 million. So be any as gas.
Yes, good. So, Jubilee House staffers, you know. I think the last count was almost at 1,000 or so. You know, the last.
Section of them,
No, not all of them.
I think
there are civil servants there.
Yes, there are civil servants. Those are
government appointees.
But there's about 300 and something.
About 300. So, Usha, for example,
those are the Flagstaff also. But there were special assistants
all over Ghana, all over.
Yeah.
You know, some are even assistants to regional ministers, deputy regional ministers, they are enjoying it, okay? And Usha president, between 2017-2020, I think from information, fellow journalists or saying me, or see, the president enjoyed, I think, about 659,000.
That's true.
Vice president, 549,000. Speaker of Parliament, 488,000. 488,000. Cabinet ministers Omuye MP, 464,000. Cabinet ministers Omuye non-MPs, 457,000. Members of Parliament, 390,000. members of the Council of State, each person 366. So uya maths no, you can imagine
the quantum of
the
money.
quantum of money it is that could have been used. And you know,
what's the MPs in the saying?
MPs know about 390.
390.
And
Yeah,
all this money, they are
390.
taking from the economy at the same one
Times
275. So yeah, mass no.
The basis, yeah.
Na who say MP court 2-3 times or Gini now.
Exactly.
First
So
term or the
repetition.
second term.
So
Repetition. Exactly. 275.
Into a different
Figure no me person me believe in po. I don't want to believe the figure. 390,000 times 270.
Yes, that will.
oh there be make a pretty
7.5.
we are member figures no I don't want to interrupt
107 billion.
Yes.
how possible
No, 107 million.
no yes
107 million. No, 107 million 250,000.
and then billion and then how possible
So, you can imagine. I mean, let's be fair
Just for the
to
MPs.
ourselves.
MPs,
Just for the MPs. Let's be fair to ourselves. Come on. As a government appointee, even in Sua Ubenyum, it's free. We pay for it. Electricity, maid, fuel,
Toilet roll.
Bibia. So why would you? The recently many of Mikasa. No, see.
Baby, I do say both NDC, MPP, Obiaji.
Of course.
Nti dia me nimu nya be ya adwen sese ni say say ye koye nimu no ye nhwe ni ye nya ni say ba say obeti ba bi no wo ka say adenti no Obiaji onu je waje o waje nti to aso
Wangasa
There should always
say so your president the thing is like Sani said it's immoral. I will cancel it.
And there should always be a starting point.
And then Jacob, now you are a journalist and I was expecting you to tell him say Mahama, apart from the salary night or the man, the Bangalore office, they have denied him all those.
And he has been
Characteristics of Akufo-Addo. Wouldn't say Rollins were withdrawn as a protocol, and they have done the same to Mahama.
No, that's
the truth.
It's unfortunate, but the thing is, Jacob, I think the here and assertive, bold leadership to put a stop to this. I've been personally using nonsense, but I'm not using because it's quite unfortunate. Many politicians be there, see, do you know the number of people who call me on daily basis to ask for monies and all that from constituency? And I was like, sir, do you know how many people call me? Who has to pay electricity bill? Who has to buy fuel any ID on daily basis? At least, His Excellency, 5 people on mobile framing.
Of course, why not?
5 people, especially who are TV so they feel say once who are TV so
especially you TV
you see, so
we are making all
there's no justification. No, there is no justification for extraction.
There's time to start
something.
And untina chama mampeni na nado kan so be free HS na obi kan say possible because say when neduma because there's time to start there something
everything you did about the free SHS was wrong. So Mahama was talking about progressive, isn't it? Progressive means you're paying 1 year. Second, you when you were executing the free SHS, you did it progressively. You did it progressively.
He says
honorable
sorry
me pacho unim yanya ne saa see I am going to be we have just about 20 minutes I see to be 15 minutes impo enti masani na fa see ya be ya ehun sam asori ye fa no so nkan preko na ye soro so isan say asam ne kame say kwa na bepim
here for the voter register.
Yes, voter register no osi umbe yusu see ya ebi no ka say me ne Wilkinson ebetumi edi akagina mama wo agina wachi ama de Ghana card na so me ne no koro ya tumi enyina ho ema wo tumi fa nkotwere wudi abato homa mu meanwhile dia me ne bitumi gina ho ma be bi gina ho a wotumi di nya card wo betumi sa card no akotwere wudi ebi no say sanwo ebi but yesu so kire say wo mo to sana mo say de be ya ebe me ya hu genuine Ghanaians.
But I think there's a bit of inconsistency in policy, no. And by the way, you're careful, because as a foreign policy researcher, me research into elections and election disputes. A clear case in point, Kenya 2007. Now EU or peer review be report be to the effect say GDA NISA process, you know, and it culminated into violence between supporters of Orange Democratic Movement and People's National Union. Yeah. The same can be said about Ivory Coast 2010. Almost so they had challenges with Gbagbo and Ouattara that culminated into a civil war in 2010. And now the UFI free because there were calls for President Mills of blessed memory to intervene any adi. And from all me research into elections, especially in Africa, a community into violence, and yet primarily because of the lack of confidence and trust in the process. So what I say. So you're careful, pa ente na misi. Things don't have to be discretional. There's the need for continuous stakeholder involvement, engagement, participation. You don't bring us together and go like, say, oh yeah, super idea, you know, and go like, okay, me make a decision, and it is the only decision that stands, and I needed you to know. And no, that is not engagement. Engagement is about piecemeal, bringing together some ideas, no, so that BBA you agree on would be in the very best interest of Ghana. But in my honest opinion, it defies logic. Say, mube to me guarantee mommy, magic Ghana card, but moon to me guarantee mommy to vote. It doesn't make sense. Okay, so I think say it has to be fine-tuned, all right, so that in the end, a be agreeable and workable, to all of the parties involved.
What say? Yes, as some Cassava Baba Frankenstein. Would you share Babkuamaka Crass a Bayer district head office? And now be able to me, Akuchimidi. And look at the economic situation that we are in. It's a yes and power. If you don't see a crassy, a chilly baby. Into your no crassy can or cast off can call this capital Okrano. If this is capital, we can call Okrada.
Accessibility.
I bet then no need to me as a circle country, so Ghana card numpa. And that's all Ghana card numpa. Or bet then what me a
Well, like I indicated, we there to be honest at this point in time, we need solution, but of course, democracy there should be accessible. So what I say, we should put in place the right structures and the strategies to ensure, say, no matter where you live in any part of the country in Ghana, ube to me access, say, Nigeria, omoko ye or more abatono, of the over 160,000 polling units, or more to me to Aba in over 200. And still, it's a sticking point. It's a major problem. Okay, so we wouldn't want a solved situation, biome. Okay, yeah, per se, obia part and parcel of that process. So in the end, everybody would have access to decide who becomes the next, leader of the state.
Honorable, member, so honorable. I come a year on. You share 2 minutes and I did some common. anoma bia so de so betimi agina agina bato so for instance the US nansi omoto abai Donald Trump abre so yi ebi si do mabakosem say on betimi akom na hye bedwam akobɔ awura hɔ aye de omo ye ne bi si da ne nyina ya bato otra enti the sabita fracture say aboasewa ehun bi penti eno ne ode ne bedi agora na wayi anano de ato nchen anya hwe kura ne asam no yi adanse ni ho yi twa bi na ye de adanse the see here ewo aman hodo obobo so yi Kenya, la Côte d'Ivoire, even US. The AC Nigeria memu I say no krano e wo muso ma di club bi so no ye win there but still
ya contested
position pa when you say ye hunu ni say no saba ne say there say ye na ye talk to ye hu say we are the beacon of democracy in Africa there and na ye ni ye bi ye before the election no as say mu da on find na ko ba say bia obi luzu a ono say genuinely melusu obi wini am so we dey sefata say we wini na international observers utie Nigeria dey om kan ye ya uti say na even the European Union for ekoye no omo akwohwe abato ato abana wi but omo kan say abato no and cause dey say ikono no yetumi hwe bibia mfa mfiri mu pe dey sisi ne so ye kavu ye niam ma ye nya genuine say na ye bo ewo safo hini 5 minutes o the time call
Jacob ade bia yesi se ohun se wisie PF baby na odi nchire a na je se
ejawo baby
ejawo ho Africa ya bato a yeto din sensem be nyina ye kasa ye ka before the election because ye hye nkrofo kutupa ye hye nkrofo din ahwo ye momo ahwadin foforo bi se sade na anyesi a ye be yesi sade na anyesi a ye be yesi America dey a okay ye nim dey Donald Trump say na o kan system ne ye nim dey ayi miro man ani so kan asem fa na ne nyina no awiase se de ye kɔ no awiase ye nsan ye chi bi mu ye nkɔ ye chi se ne ye ne ye kan ne ye so ye nkɔ fa wi san kɔ fa ye se ye nchi but baby a ye woyi ani baby a ye nam sisi ye sanka ye besa akɔ ye chi na ye possible se ye besa akɔ fa no ma bi pa de asho man no mu a anka no ano no what ye ntimi san kɔ fa enti sa ayi a ye kan wasam card ya ye se ye mi ne betimi guarantee ama wanya card no but ye ntimi guarantee ma wo nkotro udi tama obet so wonya card no a na ye wo guarantee to register as a voter
na se benya
obenya
adentina wonya
adentina wonya oni say enne national identification card ya nya ECOWAS card oni say
ECOWAS card na say
ECOWAS card no as a Ghanaian you are holding a ECOWAS card it doesn't mean it's a two country card or something but it's Ghanaian and you are holding ECOWAS card, it means that you can travel with it. Simple.
Can what?
You can travel with it. Simple.
To where?
The woman is there.
To where?
I say you can travel with it.
To where?
Nigeria.
Ghana card no.
Yeah, nanu me call, nanu me call.
Hey.
ECOWAS card, nanu me call.
Whoa.
But Nigeria.
You are checking what you have not traveled for the past 6 months. You have not traveled.
Move, check it this here.
Okay, that's it. Enti o na do airport no. And I dey kire wo flight ni mu say wo.
So we go ticket a. Omo use passport. No dey chop passport o ticket amount.
Ghana card no.
There be Ghana card. Passport. And then the official traveling document.
What the passport need to be ticket. Who airport say who seat na booking a seat na. And I would do Ghana card say ticket na sign there.
That's what I mean.
But the
so it's a
Sani cannot buy tickets with the Ghana card.
No.
Okay, but that's it. That's what I'm see.
You see, when I'm teaching you, listen to me. Listen to me. Teaching it from there. Teacher, teacher won't hear me. It's the only say.
I like that one. Unravel.
So we won't have more some more.
I pray for you.
It's a Ghana card. Before any guarantee my would now would throw with you. And on the way we in the card any yemi no ye sunsun wom.
Excuse me.
Sunsun ne woman say, "Ye ne guarantee ma wo say who ye Ghana ni mapa any ye dia amount nti do time wo akotro within as a voter ye won hia say sa ne pa me ni besa ko ho biom say omo ko guarantee amount
say obi okura Ghana card ne de obi okura Ghana card
enti me cho say
and then we so obi ba guarantee am na de would that no fault of his
and then no nim say
onya Ghana card no be de no
and then no nim say Ghana for kita Ghana card omo do so say Ghana for more passport.
Because obviously yes.
Yes, it means he said we have gone beyond that.
And I'm saying,
it's in Ghana for Mbeto Aba. Now no year to Aba no, it's about 60 million, right? Then year to Aba. It's a Ghana for my card no year. It's over almost 20 million. Ewa Ghana.
Ghana for to Aba.
No, omo my card.
Over 20 million.
No, sir, omo my year. Omo maje. About 17 million. And omo nje. And no nyina ka ho a. It's over it's almost 20 million.
They say so 22.
Tutu ni dey me I don't believe in it. Say obi o tu. Enti no, sa card ni dey me e ka me nko a. Me no obi aye adwin say say o driving license akosha o card no.
Na djuma be ye nyina ya djuma be na e be hu na se be ye a me din be ko abato nkrata mu wo bra me san ka me Ghana card.
Continuous registration is not limited registration at the district office.
That's you for district officer can once me
at the district office
me ba district officer can once me you for ni say me de me chebi be example you for ni say
o chebi hiva
chebi still register
na say ne be o kro mo dey say
me ba mati you for say chebi na ye district office e ho na electoral commission for office and na obi so ti be from be abobri e from be kosi konfo e from be dakomensa obafa ka fi ho abisi odumase aso for ka fi odumase akochebi owie a osamba asafa
me wo dey o kan da go
it's in accessibility to those people.
Yes sir you can say district officer me district office no Gan West Amasaman but me district office na under my district office no there was zonal councils there were electoral areas government no by law e wo hodada nti you can say district officer o ko be ti say sa kwa ayi ahafo memu ho no na obi betimi afaka akobeye ebi obi twa be 20 to 30 kilometers as no wakono e ho no ye zonal council wo ho na no kan atafa ay kasa no wasi babia they will make ayi Jemensa wasi they will make sure say babia esese omudi machines bi e kwa on betimi enya no on benya as we speak he couldn't mention all the areas now omudi beko but we do district now they have made arrangements for instance they say me ho ye wo 4 electoral areas some 4 electoral areas no under my watch what municipality ho no ye wo say ya start continuous registration no ye dey nipo dey ben ndi ye dey nipo dey example ko nyi but uko zonal councils now is there and the zonal councils are more close to the people.
And some of
so look at district here. The district
offices.
Yeah, the district offices. So the electoral areas or the zonal councils are under the district office.
And you know,
especially now over 30 minutes here. Baby, I will be 30 kilometers. Now we are about district office. No, I want to do all.
Stand here.
They say obi yare. Oh, say any hospital baby ya. Any hospital wo kra bia say obi yare a ofaka. Ghana card na ya use ne sisi ya no. Very key to ask. O de ne ma America for mie visa say obi a betwa on be the visa. No on plane ticket. No on go New York City. And no on go Washington DC. No on go American social card. Ni nso so mo nkwa.
Oh, na say obviously say mo de na e beko.
Yes, also my way here.
No,
as I said, way here.
Because me question as you.
Question Matthias,
and yes, a beer card no here. Card no here.
So no accessibility.
Only pa or no super said the deal about to whom. Na Ghana card no with that fault of no fault of his or her say from Sonny free no be beer no. What we could change the say
you were 20 months to election.
20 months na say
yeah
who say zona James and say zona or say district offices
or say district office na you can district office na me tell say under the district office no there was her offices na share ase no it surely goodness and mercy shall follow us.
Amen. Amen.
Brief nothing. Yes,
Okay.
Uncle.
That's very. To round up no me pede me kasa fi fa media no ho kakra de me wofa or kasa he made
It's the way you offer
he made reference.
The offer that you are saying, you need to see a Kwabena on this.
Okay, has to do with the media in respect to an election was me I reckon. Man pede me kind there say democracy all over the world has had 3 transitions. We have what we call the pre-modern democracy, we have modern democracy and post-modern democracy. Now say in all these transitions, there have been 3 elements. One is the party politics, the party structure itself, and we also have candidates. In the party structure, you have the NDC, NPP, and we also have candidate. In this case, you have the former President Mahama, either Bawumia or Alan Tremantin, and we also have policy. I mean, things that influence Mkofa Otum, what wamba. One, party Otum influence candidate more wamba. Memfand Obia or NDC. There's nothing that will make him the Obasasa Nadrin, NDC and NDC. So one put away in the bottle when Oba flag bearer, they will still vote for him. One where party members are die hard. No candidate. Okay.
Is it what is for baby or master Madrid?
Okay. Now I'll read quickly. Now our candidate. Some would also look at candidate and personality. No, men find the way okay. Sameshe Bawumia. I would like to vote for Bawumia to become, to be president. We go to John Mahama. I would like to vote for John Mahama to become president. And they have reasons why they are making these choices. If you look at it, John Mahama is too handsome, and so I would like to vote for him. Okay. Or he's too credible, I would like to vote for him. Okay. So people have reasons why they Others also focus on policy. What are the policies? For example, John Mahama Kede Oba Council ex gratia is something that I have, or BB Amisha, or it's a call on the right direction. You understand? So if I'm going to vote based on policy, this particular policy is likely to move me. Okay. You understand? Others are also moved by NPP's free SHS, and and they have voted, and they are likely to also vote again because through NPP's free SHS they have had access to education. So people have their reasons why they do that. Others will also look at the political ideology of them parties. So okay, NPP says they are a property owning democracy, and so for that matter, that is the line they are towing. Others will also say, okay, we are more social, or NPP promotes more socialist policies, so that's the direction they are going. Okay. And these are the transitions that we have come through. Now the other force, Waba, is the relationship between the media and the voter. Now the media has become a very important player in our politics because media helps in shaping people's minds, opinions, decisions, etc. So the more media will promote policies, candidates, parties, the more will shape audience and listeners will shape an opinion on the direction of our voter. Vote. If that is the case, then the media has a very important role to play in our politics. How is the media positioning itself in educating Ghanaians or electorate in making the right decisions? Your
Excellency, obi the question me, boss, and I say that when you go to the district office and register, which polling station are you going to vote after the registration? Question be this, but then you say you better then answer
the question is very valid question.
You better need to me to Jeremiah who you na starting you be doing January before I begin some.
Kwabena, when I was watching politics, they will tell you that election is not an event.
A process.
A process of events, various events.
I like that. Yeah.
And registration to build the voters register is the beginning of all the things. This country is a confused country. this country. It's a confused country. Because statistical services, they do enumeration to tell us one person is in a year deep. Statistical service, one is it's all the data we need as to who will be 18 will be from statistical services. Is that going to make sure? Those who will be turning 60, to those statistical service, they have it. Then we have the birth and death registry. It's also supposed to be recording people who come into the system. Death registry should tell us, though, this year, this number of people have left the country through death. So, if we were mindful of saving this country money, we should look at the statistical services one report. Okay? We threw this away. Last 4 years, statistical services did a survey. Where one survey we are now easy for source for registration. Right? The same human beings with the same biometrics. Then other organizations were also doing biometrics. So we said there, it will be better for a country to have one biometric source, national database. We have to create a national database at the National Identification Authority. And so we National Identification Authority in the law now is supposed to give us a card that allows us to do several things, including voting. All right. So once it is, this law gives them that right, the NIA should superimpose all other registrations. That's how a straight country, a country with people thinking, that's what they should do. We don't allow EC also to be doing a registration. No. Even though the law first now, NIA was setting up, and they were doing it. So we should stop the EC from registering.
NIA for
registration. Because EC, yeah, they can't NIA for the annual. They can do whatever we have to do. Then we have to do synchronization of data. Split for data. And this is assembly with data. With data. So all you need is just one interface. I think you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah, absolutely.
To bring all our database to one
because
platform.
they are in silos. They are so scattered.
So
that's what we are doing now.
If the police wants,
try to understand. Very simple.
Just listen, Pacho.
So if police want information on me, they go there. They can take it down easily. There's a major crime. You know, they draw the people and say, no, this crime may possibly come from Takrady. Or then they zoom there. That's the essence of the National Identification Authority. Now we gave NIA 293 million. And I almost say, another private company be this 161 million
Ghana cedis.
Ghana cedis. Okay, and that these monies were going to be used to register all Ghanaians. Right?
Some Ghanaians.
Gabi, all Ghanaians, because okay, Article 6 of the Constitution now, every Ghanaian is a Ghanaian because of right of birth. You want to Ghana. No, papa ya Ghana for. All right. Lebanese for better country before after independence, they are also Ghanaians. That citizenship right has been defined in the Constitution. Without more. All right. So now, if a government comes to say, oh, now I want to know who my citizens are by registration. Since first the name you gumusa, by Fred say person who Ghanaians are. It is the government's duty to ensure that every Ghanaian is then therefore registered. Because the CIT said, despite because someone share a particular uniform, it is the law requires him to buy the uniforms. And yes, sir. So we give Ken Atifa so much money to register all Ghanaians. Ken Atifa should have been minded, say, Ghana for the static variable. Every year be a come. So if you need more money for your worker, call us Ghana government, say, Parliament, more approving more money for me. All right. The EU says here, a bear controversy. It is the introduction of a certain CI. You see, a patch say, sir, registration in future. No. You must be a Ghanaian holding a National Identification Authority card. Not so. before then we heard Ntokwa na Jemeza ne ate for Ekun say we are not ready. Say you need sika for all this. You heard it, you saw it. So now if you are going to make the Ghana card as your sole primary document now, or say we are the year no enifa na sa campaign no. Ma Ghana ni bia ko no ka kire say oh kwaha boot ni ba say doso obi akonya bi. We can say e ka say Amasaman or Momo district assemblies, a sub district assemblies. Has the law been created? Say they should go there. One was the young district office. Now their head office point not the sub district office. Another problem is people. Another problem is there's this thing that they want to remove, and I don't understand why. The vouching system now. Say, me no betimi aka say, oh, ya maami ni. Ya maami won call abrochire that you need passport. Ya maami won call what secrecy. You know, sometimes those of us in Accra, we take policies believing that yan kwana enimiasa. That yan yati na we have secrecy. Yan unity obi ebi wo ha, wo be fi na kurase. Everybody the next town. Empo abefa ka hospital po no. Ede. Ede kwa se onimsa. Na say obi be travel about 60 miles from his village about district capital. Wa banso we be dey 5 days. Card nso and sanka. Aren't you disenfranchising that person?
And we can honorable can say district office na chi no. Almost zona share want is zona hopefully.
But the honor won ankasa na akana.
But me you see someone can say district office.
The me can say a district office.
But
the arrangement will be done for say zonal councils.
By who? By the EC.
By EC.
Or the district assembly.
No. The EC. Say EC. No. The time in New Year. Was starting registration.
No, by NIA.
Yes. NIA for Bako zona.
You know. So that is why all this wine NIA for complaints of municipal. Yes, sir.
Just get the kakura.
It will be crack $100 million. So now
Cars is it available?
So $100 million.
Yes,
$100 million Ghana cedis.
When I catch up. I'm very concerned about the figures I use.
Mention figures or dollar. Almost say $100 million Ghana cedis.
And then the car you did.
And the amount say.
And then the car you did.
You see,
you're saying about Kasanianko. Sorry.
Mr. Wilkinson.
Yes, uncle.
I know who I am. So when I'm talking on national television, I am very careful. What I say. The issue is that 100 cedis in Pwa, a Ghana for Sika. And you took the money, so you're going to register all Ghanaians, not so. See, I said, more spending 239 cedis, million cedis, plus 161. I Obimbo Mama, yes,
161.
161 plus 293, yes.
Ode kasa me bo.
Oh, me fight better making point.
What's say
169.
161.
161
plus 293.
Plus 293. Mm-hmm. 454.
454. Divided by 30.
Divided by 30. About my 15.13.
So a card costs her how much? 15 cedis. 30 pesos. And this figure, no, it's supposed to cover every Ghanaian. That's why I say divided by 30. What can I say? Tell me some argument about NIFO say 1%. Canada Japan. Why offer Canada Japan? Was it stretch more? Make me $50,000. Okay. So first we need to audit NI. One more finance. Secondly, to make that the sole document for identification, no, we need to have the data integrity and security of this document. And I'm what? And anyway, I shall one crowd Ghana card. I shall one or Ghana card. Obviously, there or 2 Ghana card, 2 now by because a bishop baby.
Uncle, that's something. Obia no what 2 Ghana card. Obia no what 2 Ghana card. Obi o hani de energy ai. ɔkɔ printi yɛ no ɔba yɛ no ɔbɛwu baako no ofie nti card ne kita no ɔbɛka sɛ mmienu but obiara no ɔwɔ 2 Ghana card ɔkita 2 Ghana card for what ɔde bɛyɛ dɛn that is all ɔde bɛyɛ dɛn uncle
ɛjɛ Kwabena me say Ghana for mpanyinfo bi wɔ 2 Ghana cards
I'm say ɔde yɛ dɛn
friendism sana
the same some P Yale and some Yale different things we go take 2 different cards
and then 2 because a different name on the card
but the same person
no but a different name on the card
biometrics
so does it mean NIA for omo finger you know mo ye no enye adwuma na
what I'm telling you is say senior Aisha 1 ekotena NIA enya card ne friends saying the biodata excess where Ghana you know we have serious doubt about the integrity of the data that NIA has. That's yes,
okay.
You see, so ansana omani you bring trust in all this that we are doing. The NIA should slow down. As for the electoral commission, we have to probe it. We have to investigate it. Because you know why? Before the 2020 elections, under the scorching from the effects of COVID, we were forced to go and register. Under the pretext to say they were going to give us facial recognition, what co-meaning. A code people can say old BVD now as a Farijan Toyer. Woman to Kakwache. One thing. OTA. What about 2020? Did you see any BVD friends saying biometrics? Facial recognition. You know that the Nigerians are at war. I mean, after the election, they are going making noise because they don't say the BVD BVAs were used. And yet, is that not an argument?
They be who should can Juma.
And Juma. Yeah. Papa, my many bedis, because we are biometric, there be biometric machines in here. You could be as you know. Data now, one more register no. NIA data, friend, years later, register no. It cannot be used by anybody.
Yes, let's see. Jina wana menko ayi ahomano so. Yenya de tie se atwu 1 week na se no. Nema bi ekoso wo ho. Nti yemi afo ahomano so. Ye misa ne se de na ekoso. Bongo, mahai.
Enti ahwe ana yentimi no anka sa. This na yene no. Enti ojo chairman to Frank PP 2024 about to have ekoso no. So edna shit. Amen.
Photo ye etwagu na symphony etwagu ye yenia achu Christian achu ne na wo
so abrante no oto anananom ewo ensia
ye hwe kwase esa betumi akaya David Oforisafo eye bongo difara na fe report bi ohubia no ode amanya ne tie se akoyese na eden a ndc na MPP be ko hoke eden so ansa ba ko benu me se be soro wo hoke nti ye hwe kwase esa betumi aka ye nua David Oforisafo na fe ode ehwa ma ne ba abrɛ ye nti yensan yanka no yo sanes fo no si na yen soro so yo
obia ka say ye tie say Ghana ni benya national ID card but it is not my duty to issue a card to myself. Right? It is a government duty to issue a card. And therefore, it must be accessible. It is the duty of the government to make facilities accessible. Now, this government has caused too much trouble and pain for Ghanaians. And then, you see a work for a Juma. Work no more salines.
Anchor.
And then you say, Oslo say, you register SIM. Also with national ID card. Now, former continent work.
Very frustrating.
Very frustrating.
Very frustrating.
And now, some SIM. I dare some SIM. There be trouble. Why? If the right to vote, you so or restricted. If you go to the constitution now, every Ghanaian of 18 years and of sound mind has a right to vote
and has
a right to be registered.
But sorry, so Anissa, Kwanisa, we mention one Mr. Facha Ministry Mitrawano.
Oh, that's okay.
Maybe a Druno. Your common situation BC, Yabrenechum, Kura, Basi Mabe, a dream. Eti Madame was Subunia Brebaye. Na enkomo ye dia ye kwa na ye jebi na yaba beto so de ntia ye kasa ne se de ye nyina na ma no ka kɔ ne puntru ntia ye se aboa na enka wa on finish enkyerɛw ɛna wunyame abaye me madam nso ane madam nso enenam ntia ye besere se ye di nkomo nyina no na nso wapu awisa na nso afa ho adwene ene susu de betumi abo ɔman no ne nyina ya ka bom na yaye na aye fefefe enti meda Mohammed Tofik Adamu or lecture Department of Communication Studies ye UPSC ono timi nifa so per meda se afi Adib Sani wono so ye ka bambo ho nsɛm a wa bi wo mu rough wono so na nanim kokore na bodwesa na odete wo no na afi honorable Clement Ojiaman Wilkinson ono so Ga West Abankrachi and nafe His Excellency Sam Piali, former Ghana ambassador to India and the chairman of president of the Professional Forum of NDC. Meda omase so munyabre eba production team so meda omase and na no pay me sorry say the America nyina ne say oman ne yeminu nyina aye man enti si antoto ye ne meyi anchekere oman no a ahoho ba be chekere man no so chekere man ye so a wo mo chekere ne sade aye pe no wo ba chekere sade wo mo ahoho ne pe e be wi ase no ye ade hye ne be dane nkoa na ahoho no mu abedane ade hye si yempesa baba sade a obi anya ne famu de na ye moa ma oman no enfa ne tuma pamfra ye ho nyakopon ye adom a da sene ye be se hye ye firi ha ye ko chebi lawyer Kwame Boatin echiampo papa yi ye ko chebi ya ko kujambo da mu nyina ase e ma mo ene hwe